Hello, everybody. You are tuned in to Do Right Productions, Do Right Studios. Your girl Kim Kim. We are kicking it in Austin, Texas, South by Southwest 219 edition. I have a whole lot of people coming to kick it with me, and I'm super excited for today's show. I got some of my favorite people from Central Texas already here. I got one of the hottest DJs in the building, DJ Him Shawty. And I got my boy $sign D. We're going to get to him Shawty in a minute because I know he has a lot of music that he wants to break. But first, we got to get straight to it. My boy $sign D came straight down 290 just to see me. What's going on? Oh, my bad. It's 190, right? I'm so Houston. I'm so Houston. Sorry. He got mad. He got mad. He said 290. My bad. Straight down 190. Cut that 2.5. But how you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm good.
Oh, yeah. You good?
How you doing?
Good. You all right? We ready? All right, bet. Action. All right, so Grind Safe is the latest project that you have out right now, and you have a lot of merch with Grind Safe. Just tell me real quick about that because I know you kind of linked up with a lot of hot people to get that project together. So tell me about that.
Yeah, I linked up with a couple producers. I linked up with DJ Chose. I linked up with, I had a couple beats from OG Parker, and then Lil Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Then I linked up with Mr. Rogers for the
for the mix up.
Yeah, got it right.
Okay, so Grind Safe, it's been out for what, like 3 months?
Yeah, since November 23rd.
Okay, so since November, what's the feedback you've been getting from that?
All good. I mean, I don't really be getting a lot of bad feedback on none of my stuff. So
I know, but you put out a lot of projects, and let's just talk about that because you put out a lot of projects, and there's a lot of artists that come out of Killeen, and you're one of the few that I can actually say you don't really get a lot of negative feedback from your music because it's all good. Yeah. But what makes Grind Safe, this project, different from the other ones?
Grind Safe was more like I think the name brought more light to it. You know what I'm saying? Grind Safe, people like it. You know what I'm saying? And people can relate to it. A lot of people can relate to it, really. So yeah, I think they helped it out a lot.
So when we talk about being relatable and, of course, words and meanings, when we talk about Grind Safe, what does it mean to you?
Grind Safe, whatever you do, your 9 to 5, streets, whatever you do, grind safe. Like, do it smart.
Yeah.
Play it smart.
Okay. So would you say, like, the music on that album is parallel to Grinding Safe? Like, tell me about some of the tracks. Like, I know you have one from that's produced by Chose, and you have some from OG Parker. Tell me about some of the tracks that are featured on Grind Safe.
Really, I wanted to like rap more about what I went through in my life on this one, because I rap about stuff I did on my last projects, but it's like more I tapped in more to my childhood, and it's like on a lot of tracks on this one. So it was
a little from the heart, a little bit, a little heartwarming. Okay, so when you were writing this, like, what made you want to be a little more heartfelt with the album? Because Grind Safe is just kind of like, I'm doing what I do and I'm saying in my own name, but you're being kind of heartfelt with it, kind of sharing your story. What made you want to do that? My
little brother asked me to, because, like, we've been through a lot. So he was like, man, you can rap about more than what you be rapping about. You can talk about way more than that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I be trying to space it out. I don't want to put it all on one project. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can drop so much music. It's there.
So when you have fans that challenge you in ways of saying, look, I know you can do more than this. I know you can be more than this. How does that make you feel as an artist?
Motivation for sure.
Motivational for sure?
For sure, motivation, yeah.
So tell me, what's your favorite track on Grind Safe?
Light Show. I would say Racky because that's like the single that I'm pushing. Racky, but Light Show is my favorite. It's like a celebration, like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so of course you got to tell me about Light Show. Who produced it and why is that your favorite?
Who produced Light Show? Who produced Light Show?
Oh, I'm putting him on the spot.
Oh, did OG Parker? No, not OG Parker. Daily did. Shout out Daily. My fault, Daily. You probably watch it. My fault, Daily. Shout out Daily. Wake up, Texas. What's up? But Daily on the track. He produced a lot of songs on there on the cool, like 3 or 4. He nice. Daily produced it. I got JP. People don't know that's JP the Pyrexican talking at the beginning. I was in the studio. I was like, I need something. The beginning was just blank. Yeah. And I was like, I need something on there. And then we were just sitting. And I was like, get in there and like do like an introduction or something. And that's what he did. And that shit turned out perfect.
Okay. Do we have Light Show?
Of
Let's do something a little bit different. Let's go ahead and get into a little bit of light show, and then I'm gonna come back with some more with $D. Shout out to KTX. I can't say TTX.
You can say Marble Heights too.
I can say Marble Heights.
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay. Worldwide. Hardly home, but always reference.
Welcome to the lifestyle of the GYMB. Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, welcome to the light show. Put on your spectacles, strap in, and grind safe. A round of applause for your host. They go by the name of $.
Welcome to the light show. We've been there for a minute, trying to get it, now we getting it. Put your drinks up to that. We gon' pop a couple bottles to our problems, cause without them we
I had to stop this video. I put this video to a pause.
and we walked in and got through the back.
Pause it because I need to do something.
I thought it was something. So 100 ain't no place that we can't go. So 100 ain't no place that we can't go. We decided to come in through the back. Less traffic, less haters, less bops, quicker access. Visions of me ballin' like big booties in a sundress. In a league of my own, they tryna make it a contest. We celebrate cause we couldn't do it when we didn't have it. The shit I talk about, I do it. I am not just rapping. Announcing plays before you do it, now they like what happened. When GYMB in the building, it's like stopping traffic. Yes, bossing up is a must. When they need help, I come clutch. Lead a past in the dust. Baby, can you keep it solid? I ain't asking for much. Rainy days and trailer housing is what made me so tough. Welcome to the light show. We been at it for a minute, trying to get it. Now we getting it. They put your drinks up to that. We gon' pop a couple bottles to our problems, cause without them we wouldn't be where we at though. And we walked in the club through the back, 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 through the back.
So we got a chance to talk while the song was playing, and you were telling me that you had to put this video shoot on pause. Why?
Because I got more I need to. It wasn't, I thought it was done, but my girl was like, nah, that ain't it. She was like, I don't see that for that. And I was like, you know what, you right. So we paused it, me and my cameraman Doe, we paused it, and we gonna write up something to it. It ain't, we still gonna keep the
use that footage, yeah.
But we gonna add something to it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to ask what y'all have. I'm going to just wait and see. I'm going to just wait and see. Exclusively, what videos that you already have available for Grind Safe? Where are they?
None. I just got my my Vivo channel and all that wrapped up. But I'm about to drop the first video that I'm going to drop off Grind Safe is going to be She Don't featuring Quinn Brown. Okay. I'll probably drop that in about a week or two.
Yeah. And you have a lot of features with Quinn. You have a whole album with Quinn.
That's the homie. And he hard.
Yeah.
If that's the homie, he hard, why not?
Why not, right?
Yeah, I'm going to use you, Quinn. I'm using you.
You hear that Q Brown run? He using you. He using you. He using you. But let's talk about this. Your experience with South by Southwest. I remember years ago we were just talking again off air. You got your G and B chain, but in the song you were talking about GY and B. I remember a couple years ago just walking down 6th Street. You guys had like a flood of T-shirts. Everybody wearing the GYMB logo on their chest, and I think that's kind of when your showcases kind of picked up. Yeah. On that, like 2-3 years ago for South by Southwest.
Like two. Yeah, like 2.
So how has your experience been with this showcase?
South by Southwest it's all about what you make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be doing something. You can't just come down here and expect something to happen. So you gotta have like merch, you know what I'm saying, flyers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do CDs because you wasting some money doing CDs. So you just do the little flyers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or word of mouth, link up, network, exchange the info. And then people got too sucked into the shows. So I try not to do too many shows too. Probably do like 2, 3 and then network the rest of the time.
So for an artist that's watching right now, of course, they're like, man, I seen $D. I seen him come up. He got all them shows, you know, South by Southwest. What would you recommend for them to do for their career? Or how would you recommend they network when they come to Austin?
If you see somebody that look like he important. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
They random, but it's like everybody out, 90% of people out there is somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So They out there just, hey, I'm such and such.
Link up.
Yeah, link up. You ain't gonna meet nobody if you don't introduce yourself. So.
True. And your Grind Safe merch, you were recommending people, you know, of course, get merch. Where can they find yours?
Merch right now, all my merch is in the Edge outlet in Killeen, Texas. But I do shipping, so hit me up. Tell me what you want. Boom, I send it.
Yeah. That's
Too
dope.
easy.
That's dope. In store.
In store. Yeah, shout out Salon.
Yeah, shout out Salon. It takes a village. It takes a whole village. Shout out to Killeen, Texas, man.
Yeah, we doing it.
So
doing
you
it the
have
right way.
Grind Safe, a lot of videos on the way. Besides that, what is next for $D?
Really, I'm gonna just keep working on building my fan base. I got a couple projects drop. I'm about to drop a project. Me and Quentin dropped that 3 days. Like last year, we about to do another one together. Little EP. Put it together. Yeah.
He using you, Quentin, remember?
Hey, it's out there.
It's out there. It is out there.
Nah, but yeah, we about to drop a little EP together. It's hard. We probably got half of it done already.
Okay. That's dope. Well, we will definitely be looking out for that. Tell everybody where they can follow you and where can they go listen to some more tracks from Grind Safe.
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snap, Wooty Whoop, all that. $D254, all that's $D254. And then all my music is on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Every streaming platform. You can find my music anywhere.
And for some of the people that are watching, he doesn't mean just a literal $. You have to spell out $DOLLA.
$D, spell it out.
Yeah, SIGN.
DOLLASIGN space DEE. Boom, it's gonna pop up.
Yeah, everybody not as fancy.
Yeah.
You gotta remember.
I tried to make it simple.
I know, but you gotta remember. Thanks for coming to kick it with me, though.
I appreciate you having me.
So what do you have? I know you have some showcases this week.
I got my first one Thursday at the Belita Height, 6. I think I go on at 6. Showcase starts at 2. Well, the performances start at 2.
Okay.
I go on like 6 on Thursday. Then Friday.
Oh, that's the one. If you go early, you can get brunch.
Yeah, it's a brunch. You know what I'm saying? It starts at 11:30.
Right.
Performances start at 2. So y'all
gotta
pull
get
up.
there early.
Yeah, pull up. But Friday is the Music Matters showcase. Shout out Hip Hop Junkies. I go on at 11.
Okay.
It's from like 6 to like 2 in the morning.
Oh.
So yeah, I go on at like 11.
Okay. So those got some serious showcases this year.
Yeah,
Look
I'm
at
trying.
you.
I'm trying to.
Just
man.
climbing up.
I'm trying
Look
to-
at y'all see.
I
I
be
see
slithering
it.
my way in there.
That's how you got to do it.
Yeah, make it work.
You got to network to show your
Got
network,
to,
man.
That's
For real.
How I got everything I got is from me, like relationships.
Yeah.
You gotta have them relationships in the business. So.
A lot of relationships are worth way more than money.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to $D and the whole GYMB and GMB clique. Yes.
And GMB and Kim. You know what I'm saying? Shout out him, Shawty. Shout out partner.
Yeah, shout out to him, Shawty, and shout out partner. We're about to get to a little mix from him, Shawty, $D. Gotta thank you so much for coming to kick it with me and your crew.
Anytime.
Gotta bring everybody. Shout out to the cameraman.
Shout out to the
Everybody
cameraman.
that's behind the camera. Shout out to y'all.
Y'all seen them vlogs on YouTube. Shout out to the cameraman. Shout out D254.
Make sure you go check them out. And I'm gonna come back with another interview, guys. So make sure you stay tuned. In the meantime, we're gonna get into it with him, Shawty. Let's go.
Oh, you smart.
Get your money.
Fix my collar, sip some water. Lights, camera, action. GYMB is the squad. And we bout that action. I've been at it really hard. I don't do no slacking. I spot haters from afar. I swear I ain't capping. When you see me, I'm gon' shine. Diamonds blind, bling blown. Shout out Gucci, I'm my jealous. Sneaker walking, check me out. Me and Molly on patrol. I'm on drinks, he on shots. We gon' grind to get our spot, but I don't post up on no block. I'm a fool with this rapping. You be lying, you ain't trapping. I just landed back from Cali and the sky up there scream at me. I'm in Houston, shoot to Austin, jambalaya. Shit was jumping, man, it's nothing if I want it. I'ma go and give me some. They won't in, but wasn't with me. Had to dig up out them ditches, dust me off, stand on 10. Had to hop a couple fences, we gon' shine. We all in, we is one. Play your part, don't be stupid, play it smart. Let's get wrecky, run it up. They ain't love me back when I was broke. Now performing. Tell your bass stop blowing on my line. I ignore cause that money calling. I pull up and skirt off in my whip. I want paper, ain't no need for talking. We got Racky straight up out the mud. You don't really see this often. You don't see it ice cold like I'm anemic. Klondike, polar bear, cool killer. Yeah, you soft, I say your nickname should be Pillar. I don't want her, she can't even get a nickel. Pull up, get that money, yeah. Pull up, go put it away. Them niggas went this way, so I probably go that way. Me and you are different, they can relate to what I rap. Ay, I just bought a studio, I might call it the trap. Ay, you just talk about this and that, but you ain't gon' do this or that. Going platinum like I'm Steve, mark my words, remember that. Get your money, count it, count it, count it, get them bigger racks. Shout out Scooter, moving like a scooter, I ain't looking back. Took some losses, but I bet that I'ma get them back. She can call me every day, I still won't call her back. Keep all that fake love, cause I ain't into that. You chasing a scallywag, I chase after bigger bag. They ain't love me back when I was broke. Now they chill when I'm performing. Tell your bass stop blowing on my line. I ignore cause that money calling. I pull up and skirt off in my whip. I want paper, ain't no need for talking. We got Racky straight up out the mud. You don't really see this often. You don't really see this often. You don't really see this often.
I got a problem with running through Guala. I fuck it, I'll stack it and spin it again. Tell her, hold up, don't motherfucking touch me, and we cannot fuck unless you bring a friend. Niggas is bitches, religiously snitches, don't fuck with your kind. No, we're not kin. Fuck up and check out the ice on my neck. When I run through the bricks, I'ma cop me a beer. Call up the blood, be showing me love. Got 10 for the done, let's do it again. Party with motto, got bitches that follow. We throw up tomorrow and do it again. Step in my cock, I just hit the lotto. The brand new chopper, my new little friend. And you know no motto, you can catch a hollow. You ever fucked up, you won't do it again. I'ma be honest, I do got a problem with popping these bottles and fucking these models. Bet she gon' swallow my little desperado. Now she stuffing bricks in the towel. I chop with my idol. Bitch, I'm bad like a Michael. Party, 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 party real hard. Running real hard like it's no tomorrow. Back to back, and I'm counting racks. And I keep that sack, I'm talking back to back. Gotta keep a strap, cause these boys jack. Pussy niggas need a tan pack. And when we hit the mall, I be spinning racks. I might spin it all, but I'ma get it back. My grind take off like a running back. Going broke, no, never that. Pressing reppin' for my section. Shit, I'ma do it again. Told her mama, yeah, I'm feeling your friend. So she went by the friend. Plug call me, let's do it again. Plug talk, I need 2 of them twins. And all I snitching get you put in ditches. Bop, 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 in the bins. I got a problem with running through Guala. I fuck it, I'll stack it and spin it again. Tell her, hold up, don't motherfucking touch me, and we cannot fuck unless you bring a friend. Niggas is bitches, religiously snitches, don't fuck with your kind. No, we're not kin. Fuck up and check out the ice on my neck. When I run through the bricks, I'ma cop me a beer. Call up the blood, be showing me love. Got 10 for the done, let's do it again. Party with motto, got bitches that follow. We throw up tomorrow and do it again. Step in my cock, I just hit the lotto. The brand new chopper, my new little friend. And you know no motto, you can catch a hollow. You ever fucked up, you won't do it again. I got a problem with running through Guala. I fuck it, I'll stack it and spin it again. Tell her, hold up, don't motherfucking touch me, and we cannot fuck unless you bring a friend. Niggas is bitches, religiously snitches, don't fuck with your kind. No, we're not kin. Fuck up and check out the ice on my neck. When I run through the bricks, I'ma cop me a beer. Call up the blood, be showing me love. Got 10 for the done, let's do it again. Party with motto, got bitches that follow. We throw up tomorrow and do it again. Step in my cock, I just hit the lotto. The brand new chopper, my new little friend. And you know no motto, you can catch a hollow. You ever fucked up, you won't do it again.
And we are back kicking in Austin, South by Southwest edition, kicking it with your girl Kim Kim. That was just DJ Him Shawty. He just did 2 original tracks. Who was that? $sign D and Lil J.
The guy in the gold jacket.
Oh yeah.
The guy in the gold jacket.
Hey, how you doing?
That would be you.
That would be me, Lil Dre, GMB. How y'all
Lil
doing?
Dre, GMB. We're doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Doing a little better than pulled up on you. Okay.
South by Southwest edition, Austin. What you got going?
Man, I got a couple shows going, a couple videos going, politicking. You know, I'm in rapper mode right now.
I see. Hood Famous.
Yeah, Hood Famous 2 coming now.
Okay,
but
so
Hood Famous out there on all streaming sites. You know, go get that.
all right, so Hood Famous 2 is on the way. So let's just talk about Hood Famous 1, the original project that we can go listen to today, right now. Where can we go check that out at?
Everywhere. Like,
all streaming platforms.
Like all streaming. Okay. Your T lady probably know where it's at too. Like everybody gonna know where it's at.
I don't know. You put your phone out. Call her. Let's see. I'm gonna call her. I'll call her and see it.
We do it later. We in the interview. Stay focused.
All right.
We
focused. We could go see it on all streaming platforms. All right. So Hood Famous. Why did you name it Hood Famous?
Cause you know where I'm from. Shout out Kicknitwit, Texas too. You know what I'm saying? K-Town. You know where I'm from. I'm hood famous, you know, every hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be everywhere, you know, so messing with everybody, politicking with everybody. Being
so
cool
they all know you?
Yeah, from my side, your side, their side, everybody knew me, you know. And, you know, I like to think, I be told a lot, I'm famous locally.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
local celeb.
Something like that, I guess. That's what I've been told. So
Hood
famous, yeah.
All right, so hood famous. Okay.
Everybody can be hood famous. You probably hood famous too.
Probably.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Just gotta check the nearest hood and see.
Okay.
Yeah, just gotta check the nearest hood and see. All right, so Hood Famous. Who you have? You have any features on this?
On Hood Famous?
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, Hood Famous. I got a few features. You know what I'm saying. Shout out my boy Tri-Boy Freddy from Dallas. Shout out Mo3. G Money, Lil Ronnie, Hood Fang Gang. What's up, boy? I'm looking over my boy this weekend too. You know, got who else on there? $sign D on there, Bird on there. You know, a couple other local artists from my city, and you know, we doing the damn thing.
Yeah. So what made you? Yeah, you can.
We doing the damn thing, and yeah, it's going down.
What made you link with everybody out of Dallas and then bring it back to Killeen?
Dallas got that movement, you know, and I be in the D sometimes too, and they got their whole little movement going on, which was fresh and full of energy. And the movement they had going on, I was with it.
Yeah.
Like, what they got going on, I be on it, I be with it. So, you know, I had to go tap in real quick.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm glad I did it too, because, you know, it gave me a couple of friendships with a couple of these artists too, beyond the music now. But, yeah, Hood Famous.
All right.
Yeah.
You have any visuals for any of the tracks on Hood Famous?
Yeah, I got one coming up with me and Mo3, Hustle, you know. Go get that. That's one of my singles. You know, you gonna make sure you go cop that on all streaming platforms. Me and Lil Ronnie, we got You Know It's Me on YouTube. Also, you go get that single on all streaming platforms. And, you know, me and Trap Boy, we got some Chain Reaction.
Okay.
Chain
Reaction, is that supposed to make us cold, or what is that supposed to do?
How you feel, baby? You know, you see it though, don't you? Yeah, I know. But you know, Chain Reaction, go get that.
We need a diamond tester.
That's all. Diamond test. Pull out the diamond test. Y'all got a diamond tester back there?
We need a diamond tester.
Y'all got
Are we hollow?
For each. Feel it. You want to rush it? Hold on. Put some on your neck. You hear all that jangling?
I hear it. I don't know. Are we hollow over there? We need a diamond tester.
Shout out King Johnny too. You know.
Shout out to King Johnny.
Shout out
we need
King
to get
Johnny,
a diamond tester to do right production.
You know what I'm saying? Hold that real quick.
Let me see.
Yeah, hold that. You know, shout out. Yeah, put that on.
Let's see.
Girl, look at you glistening. Let that sizzle in your spirit for a minute.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Jess.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know, but free Dollar too. You know, free my boy Dollar. You know what I'm saying? Dollar at me. You know what I'm saying? Free JB and the rest of the game. Mecca. You know, free my S.A. Quavo.
Free everybody.
Free everybody.
Everybody.
But yeah, me and Trap Boy got a Chain Reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's doing good. That's on YouTube. All that shot by Have Paint. I got a video with my boy Big Deuce. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know him. But you know he
I know Big Deuce.
Yeah, Big Deuce, he go hard. You know what I'm saying? You know, We Me Now.
Yeah.
That's what that's called. You know?
Yeah, that's
I got a couple videos, Song Cry. I'm just working.
Working.
Yeah, I'm working.
So you're doing all of this work. What's the ultimate goal for your career? I know we have the sequel to Hood Famous, so we already know we Hood Famous. What's next for Lil Dre?
All in. I'm just going all in. I'm going hard. I got a single with me, Paul, and the other artist, D, $sign D.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little partner. We got something coming up too. You know what I'm saying? So just all in, and literally all in, and I'm just trying to go hard with it. I got a couple more singles about to come up too. Shout out DJ Toes. You know what I'm saying? Me and DJ Toes, we was locked in the studio. We came out with like 3 bangers.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So you got some stuff on with
Yeah, I got
too.
some more stuff coming. Got some stuff with Yayo coming. Go Yayo, that's another artist out of Fort Worth. You know, I'm finna tap into the H too.
Okay.
So you know.
So you're moving. So you're trying to be famous in every hood, literally.
Every hood, yeah.
Every hood, literally.
Yeah. I told you, your hood, my hood.
The hood, everybody hood.
Everybody hood.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. So with Hood Famous too, we know that you have a lot going on. Tell me this: South by Southwest is always a music we know it's a music conference, and it's always like an avenue for new artists to kind of network.
Yeah.
With you having showcases, we know you want, of course, new fans. But what's like your ultimate goal out here during South by Southwest?
To get more interactive, you know, get my name spread out there. You know, like you also said, the new fans, but just. I got the business side a little bit more, so just to show what I learned last year, put that into work this year, you know what I'm saying? And shout out my DJ too, him Shotty too, you know what I'm saying? I want to shout him out there too.
We're going to get into him Shotty again.
Yeah.
But I have to ask you, do you think it's beneficial for artists to come every single year? Do you think it's different? Do you get a different experience every time, or is it just repetitive?
Yeah, I think it could be beneficial, especially if you don't got fans. For people who just started, you can get out there and meet fans. And it's even better for people who already got a bigger fan base. You know, you might bump into the right person.
Yeah.
I think the beginning artist stage, for sure, yeah, you should put the South by Southwest in your catalog and attend that.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that can work out. Then next thing you know, you're going to be on a radio show.
You never know.
You
never know. You could be next to Flo.
Yeah.
So what do you have set up? I know you have shows. Tell us where they are. You don't know. You can.
I know. I mean, I can look him up.
You can look them up. What do you have?
I got
Yeah, let's.
Man, I got a show
so
Thursday.
Everybody.
I got a show this Thursday coming up at the little brunch show. Believe the Hype. Shout out KBB. You know, Believe the Hype. South by Southwest. This they 6th year in a row doing that. So you know, I'm gonna be performing there.
Okay.
Then I got another show. I forgot what it's called. I can't find it. But I got another show.
We'll put it in the comments.
That following Friday, you know what I'm saying, coming up. And yeah, that's going to be like around 11. I'm going to be doing that with $sign D and Quentin Brown too. Also another
well, then they
artist.
have that info because he put it out before this interview.
I'm going to be doing that too. And then that Saturday, man, I'm going to be, I don't know where Ronnie got going, but I'm going to be with Ronnie. So, mobbing and networking then that whole rest of that weekend.
Okay, all right.
We lit.
All right. So you got any shout outs, any people that you want to show some love to before you step out?
Nope. I shout out everybody through the interview.
Okay, okay, all right.
Shout out my granny. Yeah, I want to shout my granny out.
Good show. So tell everybody where they can follow you at.
You can follow me at Instagram at Lil Dre GMB, Lil Dre _GMB, on Twitter at I am GMB, and yeah, that's about it really.
You have a lot of features on Hood Famous. What's your favorite one?
All of them.
I was going to play your favorite, so I guess we'll just get into all of them.
All
it's
of
your
them,
girl,
you know, right?
Kim.
I mean, drop that hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm pushing. I'm about to do a video.
We'll drop that one.
Yeah, drop that hustle. Drop that hustle.
All right. Well, it's your girl, Kim Kim, reporting live South by Southwest Austin. Lil Dre.
Hi, GMB.
It's kind of all of us still.
Do you know what I had to do? I don't think they really know. I stay 10 toes down. I ain't never felt like I feel.
Hit with another one.
I stood up like a man in them trenches, Fuck a handout, I had to go get it. I did this shit for me and all my niggas. And for my partners, we was down, now we up. Count script, them dollars. I had to hustle. had to grind. I had to stand up on these niggas' neck. I had to shine. But wasting my time. If it ain't about a dime, quit calling my phone, baby. Get the fuck out my line. Cause you know I'm a hustle, baby. I can't find a struggle, baby. You know I'm a hustle, baby. You know I got it from nothing, baby.
I had to hustle. I chase them grands. I had to take them penitentiary chances to run up them bands. We had a plan. Just me and my mans. Never let the money change you for the worst, but go get them ends. And I come from the section we call the trenches. You was good with that baller, you was in the kitchen. You can get it all raw. If you wanna whip it, 17, you can get it for Scottie Pippen. Fuck a hand up, my nigga, just go and get it. If we talking about money, I'm really with it. Me and 3 switching lanes in that new Bentley. Fuck a hater who say I'm not gonna make a penny. And I come from that struggle, my nigga, 100 ways to get in trouble. In my section, they hustle, my nigga, so it's only right that I hustle. Quit calling my phone, baby, chasing the bag, I ain't tryna cut them. And I'm in my zone, baby, watch me go and get it by the double.
I had to hustle, I had to grind. I had to stand up on these niggas' neck. I had to shine, but wasting my time. If it ain't about a dime, quit calling my phone, baby. Get the fuck out my line, cause you know I'm a hustle, baby. I can't find a struggle, baby. You know I'm a hustle, baby. I got it from nothing, baby.
Now I stack up them racks and just go and get it. Shout out my plug for fucking with me. Committed the money, I just go and get it. If it ain't by the time, I ain't fucking with it. Fuck, bitch, I grind hard, that's why I stand out. Now nigga can say I had a handout. If I got it, yeah, I have my mans out. Fuck, back in the day, you ain't my mans now. 100K and losses wasn't playing out. But to be a boss, you gotta stand down. Don't say a sound, get fanned down. That's a man down. With your jack boys, we ain't playing around. G.I. Joe straps, we got a lot of rounds. No weed farm, we got a lot of pounds. The hood raised me, dad wasn't around. Man of the house, I had to hold it down. Cookie cracks on my sack, I'm a stoner nigga. Tell your sister to chill, she be on the nigga. And your bill is fine and she want a nigga. 20K on my neck, I be hoeing nigga. Stevie wanna say he see me glowing nigga. I hate messy bitches, I hate owing niggas. Watch how you approach, cause you don't know me nigga. He cool with being broke, I don't know the nigga.
I had to grind. I had to stand up on these niggas' neck. I had to shine, but wasting my time. If it ain't about a dime, quit calling my phone, baby. Get the fuck out my line, cause you know I'm a hustle, baby. I can't find a struggle, baby. You know I'm a hustle, baby. I got it from nothing, baby. I came up from nothing.
Oh shit, say, Daddy, Drizzy, yeah,
This shit
damn,
hard.
Run it up.
My niggas ain't giving no bucks. VIP hitting no cups.
On guard,
You really want smoke, then it's up. See your location, link up.
on guard,
Y'all niggas out caps. I ain't never moved no packs.
on guard,
No, it's all caps in your rap.
on guard.
No, it's all packs in the trap. I'm best friend with the money. I'm thumbing 50s, 20, 100s. In my section, them youngers be snorting. Bag chasing from Monday to Sunday. What's your addy? New bricks gon' be coming. Check your track and they land in the morning. Out in Cali, my plug straight from Compton. I don't think that they feel how we coming. Yeah. Trapping so hard, 50 P's on my letterman. One stop shop, bitch, I'm a veteran. Gripping that 40, but leaning on medicine. If you don't want a brick, he irrelevant. Monday through Sunday, you know we get cheddar in. Trapping out a vacant resident. Ain't a certain knock at the door, we don't let him in. We don't give a fuck if you are the president. Jack him, hurt the nigga pussy, tax him. Twin up in the cut, blitz and sack him. Cook a pool stick, time to rack him. Feel like a movie, we ready for action. Could take your shit, tell it to you, but we text you. Stand on your beat, but I pass it like man. D-Rack got me sagging, you couldn't imagine. Ain't chasing no bra, put that on the law. When it comes to that bag, it'll turn niggas fraud. And I got it straight out of the mud. On guard.
Fuck around and be your plugs.
Lose on top, I don't need your little pussy on guard. Your nigga up there on my music, I'm far. Don't get it confused, I get money, no part. For trying to act hard, send you to the Lord. Have dreams, I was selling that raw at the age of 12. Told Satan, just bring me a digit scale. Lose a taco, boy, we moving hella bells. 24-hour shop, we make hella sales. Trapping hard in that school, I got clientele. Tried to bring me a block to show and tell. Got my wrist in the boat, that shit hard as hell. In the rest, trying to get to my clientele. 100 balls in the Uber, I'm scared as hell. Got a PhD in wholesale. If you want smoke, we can take it that one thing you better know. Chop at that bit, but no, I ain't staying there. Senior 80 now, God, we'll send him now. Get your money, boy, I'm talking about anywhere. Too many racks for a while, it won't fit in there. My niggas ain't giving no bucks. VIP hitting no cups. You really want smoke, then it's up. See your location, link up. Y'all niggas out caps. I ain't never moved no packs. No, it's out caps in your rap. No, it's out backs in the trap. And that's why I'm best friend with the money. I'm thumbing 50s, 20, 100s. In my section, them youngers be stunting. Bag checks it from Monday to Sunday. What's your addy? New bricks gonna be coming. Check your track and they land in the morning. Out in Cali, my plug straight from Compton. I don't think that they feel how we coming. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. You are still tuned in and kicking it with your girl, Kim Kim, South by Southwest edition. Shout out to Kevin at Do Right Productions. He has been holding me down. This is year 2. I don't like to say first annual, so we can say last year was inaugural, right? That's the proper term, inaugural.
Thank you.
And this year is the second annual live show for South by Southwest. And of course, you know, when I kick it the dumb way, the real way. I have to give you real interviews, real stories, real facts. And I gotta have my DJ come sit with me before we have more artists come in. DJ Him Shawty, I can say you've been instrumental in the music industry within Killeen and Austin, and we say instrumental because you break records, and that's super important, you know, for artists. So for people that don't know you, please tell them where they can follow you at.
At DJ Him Shawty on everything. That's at DJ HIMSHAWTY. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat.
All of that.
All that.
Make sure you follow him. So Him Shawty, what he do, man?
What's up, Kim? I'm following. I feel important, man. I finally got my interview with Kim.
Got your interview. I tell everybody, like, I got to get an interview with all of my people from Killeen because, number one, we got to stick together. And number two, we're all super talented in some sort of way. And we have something that we can produce, collab, get together, put it out. And you've been doing your Thug Thizzle.
I try.
Yeah, you've been doing your thing. Every time I see a party or something, it's always you tagged in the flyer. I don't really see anybody else. I'm like, yeah, he's making his mark. He's doing his thing. How is it being a DJ in the industry in Central Texas?
I mean, it's got its ups and downs. The crazy part is, it's so many people out there that know me that I don't know them.
Yeah.
So, me going in Walmart and somebody, hey, Him Shawty, I'll be like, wait, who? You know me? Oh, okay. How you doing? So,
How you doing?
That's
So you hood famous too?
For sure, hood famous. Shout out Lil Drake.
You hood famous too. So with your experience, when did you start out DJing?
I started DJing in 2011. I was at school at Prairie View, and we used to come back home to Killeen, and the vibe wasn't the same. So they was playing. The clubs was lit. I think it was Junction and City Lights. It was lit, but at the same time, when you go out to the Q Club at the time, or to the Lights of Columbus, or a party in Houston, like the songs they was playing in Houston and Prairie View wasn't the same songs they was playing back home. And I'm like, well, why don't I can do this? I can bring that to that. So,
right.
Shoot, I started DJing in my in Circle K apartments on my laptop. I had me a little my webcam I used to do on some kind of website, and it just started booming from there, and that was it.
And people think that, like, you've just started doing this, and I'm like, no, he's been doing radio, he's been DJing, he's been doing a lot of stuff with media for a long time.
It started back in 2009. Me and partner, shout out my brother partner, we had the Partner Him show on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we talk about this all the time. Back then, there wasn't views on Facebook. And we can't go back and see how many views we had. Right. So we just feel like, man, we for sure would be bigger than what we are. But it started from there, and it's just been growth every single year. Something new come along every single year.
So what do you think about that? And let's just talk about that too. Nowadays, the social media gives a leeway for people to kind of get their claim to fame within 5 seconds, from views or going viral just with something so small. And just like you said, if we could go back and see the views and we could get the same marks, we would be way bigger than a lot of people are right now.
I think it's all about timing. Because if we would have came out now, we'd be huge. But that just goes to show that we was ahead of our time.
Right.
That's how I like to look at it, just to keep myself from crying.
Thug tears, right? I was just ahead of my time. It's cool. You're gonna think of something better, right?
Exactly.
Keep it rocking. And just like you said, the story of you bringing music from basically Houston to Killeen, you're still doing that now. You were the first DJ, because I remember vividly, you were the first DJ that ever played Tina Snow in the club in Killeen.
For sure. That's big facts.
Yeah, because I was just like telling my brother. I was like, Meg Thee Stallion is this girl, you need to check her out. And he was like, all right, yeah.
And crazy, he was the one who put me on. He was like, hey, man, this is girl out of Houston, man. Listen, I was like, all right, this sounds kind of cool. I'm going to play it in the club, see how they like it. They've been gravitating toward it. She got a show out there, I think, next week, I believe, at Fuego.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Just the little things that you do, creating a pipeline. You know what I'm saying? It starts from word of mouth. Marketing, little things. So I know you a Panther. You came from Prairie View, so you already know it's just the little things that you do to create the big build up. But now with your career, we get to see you in other places, right?
I'm on the radio. I'm on B106 every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to 12. Me and my homie Easy, we late night hype show. We got that. I'm DJing on the radio every Sunday.
That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah, he's like, wait, now I'm saying it out loud, and now I realize what I do.
Yeah.
I never realized the work that I do until I start telling people what I do, and I'm like, oh.
I'm going to say, you do a lot too.
Yeah, but you're DJing on the weekend. You can say you have a weekend show.
I have,
on Beat 106.
I have a weekend show, and then I'm at Taboo every Saturday. So
on a syndicated station. Taboo was like one of the biggest clubs in Killeen.
The biggest club in Killeen, one of the biggest hip hop clubs in the state of Texas, for sure.
Definitely. And you got it on lock. So what keeps DJ Him Shawty going? Like, what keeps you motivated to keep DJing?
I don't like being broke.
I mean, like, that's, listen.
Hey, but
that's another, you see, I ain't have no comeback. Like, bullshit.
Hey, I don't like being broke, but it's at the same time, it feels good to know that I control people every Saturday night. People come to the club to get away from their problems at home, their problems at work. Yeah. And it's crazy to see people have a good time because of me. Yeah. So it kind of, that's one thing that motivates me, because I like, shout out Pine again, he gave me this thing. He's like, hey man, let the people say the words to the song sometimes. So I cut it, and it's crazy. I cut it, and they'll sing like the whole, I got videos where they sing like the whole song. And it's just, it gives me goosebumps sometimes.
It's a vibe.
It's for sure.
It's a vibe. You got to catch the vibe. I know it's a vibe because you mix gospel music with trap music in the club, and people talk about it Sunday morning. Like, I know I was twerking to Keith Franklin at midnight. Yeah, I heard about you.
That is one of my big claim to fames. And it was random. Matter of fact, my homegirl Paige, she sent me a video of somebody doing it. I was like, man, I'm going to try that. So I did it. They didn't mix it. They just played it.
Yeah, they do it at brunch in Houston. Yeah.
So I played it, and then I'm looking. I'm like, man, what can I mix with this? And I was like, this is gonna be bad. I'm like, let me see if this Juvenile sound right. And I played it, and people went nuts. And that's been like, I get requested on Twitter like, hey, you gonna play some gospel music tonight? I'm like, what? Yeah,
let me get that trap gospel on the way home, please.
I got you. And even though I try not to do it every single night because I don't want it to be repetitive,
right?
But even when I do it, it still gets the same reaction as the first time I did it.
So what's that one song, like besides your holy mix you have? Right. What is that one song you can play and you just know it's gonna get it jumping?
In Killeen, Dreams and Nightmares is one. We trying to get away from that though because it's kind of old.
But to be honest with you, any club, and it's not just Killeen. I think you think of it because it's a smaller city. You can go to a big. I went to Vegas. Been in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's my second.
Been in Houston. Like they'll play Dreams and Nightmares, and everybody will go crazy.
Dreams and Nightmares and Kodak Black No Flocking. Yeah, that's one that I can cut off the music and they sing like.
They like Kodak.
The whole.
Everybody love Kodak. Kodak has some shows coming up.
Okay.
In April, so. Yeah, on the lookout for that. But that's dope, though. That's dope. So as a DJ, we see a lot of DJs now in the industry. They take their career and they do other things within DJing. Have you ever thought about, like, maybe getting your own artist again, or maybe pushing something else, or going with
I've been thinking about getting in the producer side of things because everybody asks me, man, you make beats? I'm like, nah, man, I don't make beats. I don't make beats. But it's been kind of like in the back of my mind, like, man, go ahead and step out there because I know it's a lot of artists that be looking. I on my timeline, I see 5.
I need
some beats. So I was in band one time, so I know it can't be too hard.
I was about to say, you about to make me get on the little drum kit on the computer. I could do a little 1-2. But that's dope, though. That's dope. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Having a radio show, like, steady on the radio, like, every day of the week. Like, right now, I'm on 1 time a week, and I got my podcast, but I want to be on the radio 5 times a week.
Right now, you're syndicated on the weekend show, so he wants to go weekly, Beat 106.
That was one of my goals.
Hire my boy.
That was one of my goals, to be on the radio when we first started this in 2009. My goal was to be on the radio. I made it on the radio. Now I want to be on there every day.
We were before our time. So now do you feel like you're putting pressure on yourself?
Nah, not at all.
All right, 5 days a week. I'm ready for that.
I got to get it.
I'm ready for that. That's dope. That's dope, though. Him shouting. Do you still do your mixes every week? Can we get a
Yeah. On Sundays, B106 at my B106. It comes on at 4 o'clock. The Sunday day party mix with Keisha Renee. Shout out Keisha Renee. And it's from 4 to 4:30 every Sunday.
4 to 4:30 every single Sunday. Turn your radios up. Listen to my boy DJ Him shouting.
It's on all apps. It's on all app stores. You can go get it on the app store.
Yeah, it's on the iHeartRadio app. Aren't you guys iHeart?
No.
No. 106 B106. Never mind. My 106 is different. I be in too many places.
that means you stay busy.
I know, but that's bad though. That I'm like getting the 106s mixed up. I'm sorry.
It's all love.
I'm sorry. It's in the App Store though.
Yeah.
It's in the App Store. So make sure you guys go check out my boy DJ Him Shotty. He'll be mixing this weekend.
For sure. I'm at Taboo on Saturday and then on the radio Saturday night and Sunday.
Yes, you're on the radio, then Taboo, then back on the radio.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you DJing any official events for South by Southwest?
Nah, this is my only one. My only one.
I don't care. Official referee with a whistle.
Exactly.
He did my show. That's dope.
All that matters.
Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. I have Donnie Cash and his crew, and I have to say his crew because it's about like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rappers going to probably step in here with him. He's going to come, and I got my Road Runner gang. They're literally on the road coming all the way from Dallas just to catch us before we get off air. And then, of course, I got him Shotty. He's still in the mix, dropping some hits. Can we get into some Meg Thee Stallion? That's original. We'll get into some Meg Thee Stallion, Tina Snow. I got to take it home. I'm sorry, I get homesick as soon as I leave. I call 190, 290, clearly. So we're about to get into some Meg Thee Stallion. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Kicknitwit KIMKIM and follow my other page at CVTV Network. That is where you can catch the links for my show studio sessions that just dropped. I just dropped the last session with Big Fats and it's super dope. You can catch some exclusive content about Fatty's food truck. And, of course, you can hear his freestyle, and you know he literally ate the mic, but not literally, but literally. Don't beat me up, Fats, and don't talk about me in the comments on this one. And, yes, I have Meg Thee Stallion on the show. I have my girl, Surreal, #1 Dame in the game, Chucky Trill, Young Al. I have so many people, so make sure you go and check out the links to studio sessions. I'll repost them, and I'll put them in the comments. But in the meantime, let's get into some Meg Thee Stallion.
Big old freak, big booty, big old tree. I'ma make him wait for the pussy. Hit it in these big old ski. Ay, feet on the bed. I fuck him up in the head. Suck it, then look in his eyes. Then the next day I might leave him on red. Ay, pop it, pop it, pop it. Daydreaming by hot rocket. He hit my phone with a horse, so I know that me come over and ride it. I'm on the way. Ride on that dick, I'm like, hey, hey. Usually I like to fuck, but tonight we gon' make love 'cause you pay. Nobody know. I fuck with him on the low. We never show up together, but I text him when I'm ready to go. Hey, I had a couple of shots at the bar. I'm finna play with that dick in the car. I got him swerving and breaking the law. Leaves with no tennis, so nobody saw. Nobody tricks like me, huh? Yeah, what you need like me, huh? Ain't nobody got a funny tip toes and roll to the tip like me. Hey, I got him addicted, he fiendin'. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treatment. He throw a fit when I leave him. He like, baby, let me rub on you. Can I get a little love from you? My body addictive, it's driving him crazy. I think I gotta run from him. Don't know what to do without it. He fucking with you, I doubt it. They don't understand that I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do with my body. You've been fiending for me lately, going crazy. I got what you need, I'm gon' give it to you, baby. Going crazy, feeding for me lately. I got what you need, I'ma give you what you crave. I'm a big old freak, I love to talk my shit. And you must be a pussy boy if you get offended. Bitches Tina Snow, they love me cause I'm cold. And you can't take no nigga from me, I got my control. I wanna fuck in the mirror, I like to look at your face when you in it. Come in the room and I'm giving commands, I am the captain and he the lieutenant. I need that neck like a motherfucking pendant. Need you to spit, make that motherfucker glisten. Tell him shut up, make that motherfucker listen. I bet he gon' like it, he won't do no tripping. Ain't nobody freak like me, Get what you need like me, Ain't nobody got up on their tip toes and roll to the tip like me, I got him like big and he fiendin'. My body a drug and he need it. He begging me for the treatment. He throw a fit when I leave him. Baby, let me rub on you. Can I get a little love from you? My body addictive, it's driving him crazy. I think I gotta run from him. Don't know what to do without it. He fucking with you, I doubt it. They don't understand that I'm all in his head and there's nothing to do with my body. You've been feeling for me lately, going crazy. I got what you need, I'm gon' give it to you, baby. Going crazy, feeling for me lately. I got what you need, I'ma give you what you craving.
Made a lot of money on the back end. Yeah, little nigga, I'm taxing. Pull up clean in the ass chin. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. What you want, nigga, I'm asking. Got the bag in, ain't no capping. 30 on my waist, fuck fashion. Stretch the bitch out, Celestine. Made a lot of money on the back end. Yeah, little nigga, I'm taxing. Pull up clean in the ass chin. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. What you want, nigga, I'm asking. Got the bag in, ain't no capping. 30 on my waist, fuck fashion. Stretch the bitch out, Celestine. Man, stay at a hoe with a ruler. Hit you in your head, I do ya. Fresh out clean like a cooler. Ice tray, Johnny Day. Smoke radiate like hookah. Out of state, catching plays. Straight on the phone like booyah. If you want it, I'll send it right to ya. Blue 42 with the Ruger. Headshot, FaceTime, ooh-rah. Military man with the ooh-ah. The pumping that chew-ah. Pull up in a lamb like doo-wop. Hit it out the park like a red star. Smoking hella weed in Bed-Stuy. In New York with a bitch with a breast out. If you hate a nigga, say it with your chest out. I'ma pull out the lot, I'ma cash out. 3,400, that's a cash out. Got a bad little bitch with an ass out. Tryna run a dice game, you gon' crap out. I just stuff APs in the stash house. In my free time, I'ma tap out. I don't keep a laptop, but the Mac out. Yeah. Made a lot of money on the back end. Yeah, little nigga, I'm taxing. Pull up clean in the ass chin. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. What you want, nigga, I'm asking. Got the bag in, ain't no capping. 30 on my waist, fuck fashion. Stretch the bitch out, Celestine. Made a lot of money on the back end. Yeah, little nigga, I'm taxing. Pull up clean in the ass chin. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. What you want, nigga, I'm asking. Got the bag in, ain't no capping. 30 on my waist, fuck fashion. Stretch the bitch out, Celestine. Don't know you shit, no. Don't know you shit, no. Pull up with that stick, little nigga. How about let it hit, little nigga? That's a 30 clip, little nigga. Keep it on my hip, little nigga. Road runner trying to get rich, little nigga. If you snitch, I'll put you in the ditch, little nigga. Daddy, no pop star. They hate trying to put me in a cop car. I'm sipping and spilling the hot sauce. I'm tweaking, I'm itching the withdrawal. Me lean in my system, I need it all. I'm busting, I'm breaking the system. Pussy nigga better call for your sister. I'm leading, I'm gone, I'm pissed out. I'm hitting the 3 like Chris Paul. I was born to win, I won it all. I'm throwing a party, it's Mardi Gras. Better stand out. I need you with your bands out. Yeah, I might have to go leave your mans out. On a dollar, nigga, I stand out. Hey, made a lot of money on the back end. Yeah, little nigga, I'm taxi. Pull up clean in the ass chin. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. What you want, nigga, I'm asking. Got the bag in, ain't no capping. 30 on my waist, fuck fashion. Stretch the bitch out, Celeste. Hey, made a lot of money on the back end. Yeah, little nigga, I'm taxi. Pull up clean in the ass chin. I'm bad like Michael Jackson. What you want, nigga, I'm asking. Got the bag in, ain't no capping. 30 on my waist, fuck fashion. Stretch the bitch out, Celeste. Hey, made a lot of money on the back end.
Abe and Kate will be here, but
Throw that ass back. Shout it back, yeah. She moving fast, yeah. I swear they mad, yeah. Touch your toes with it, go slow with it. Speed it up, girl, you wanna roll with it. Go slow with it, touch your toes with it. Speed it up, girl, you wanna roll with it. Oh, she a fool with it, the way she move with it, the way she smooth with it. Inside cool with it, this girl she cool with it. She going low with it, she throw it up fast, then drive that slow with it. She acting rude with it, she acting new with it. Now don't you give her honor, or she gon' smooth with you. That girl to go get it, that girl I'm on cheddar. And she don't play around, cause she a whole checker. She going strong now, she on patrol now. She taking handy shots, her friends is on now. She in her zone now, she going strong now. And don't you play around, she know it's on now. Throw that ass back, girl. Shorty back, yeah. She moving fast, yeah. I swear they mad, yeah. Touch your toes with it, go slow with it. Speed it up, girl, you wanna roll with it. Go slow with it, touch your toes with it. Speed it up, girl, you wanna roll with it. Damn, baby, you got it. Hell yeah, baby, you got it. That ass on erotic shit, that ass on hypnotic. If you here, I spot it, and I ain't being immodest when I say you the baddest. Goddamn girl, I promise. All up in the club, she ain't worried about no man. Them niggas popping bottles, but they looking more like fans. Them bitches in the corner hating on her cause she win. She just wanna do hood rat shit with her friends. Y'all up on the ground, got her elbows to her knees. She know she bout to clown and these niggas bout to freeze. She know she ain't no hoe, but her mama raised a freak. Man, you know this shit a hate the DJ X on the beat. Throw that ass back. Shorty back, yeah. She moving fast, yeah. I swear they mad, yeah. Touch your toes with it, go slow with it. Speed it up, girl, you wanna roll with it. Go slow with it, touch your toes with it. Speed it up, girl, you wanna roll with it. Throw that ass back. Shorty back, yeah. She moving fast, yeah. I swear they mad, yeah. Throw that ass back. Shorty back, yeah. She moving fast, yeah. I swear they mad, yeah. Your love is more than a million. It goes on and on.
Shit. Whoa. I'm dropping that bag on him on this bitch. I can tell already. Chobo, what up? Mexico, what up? Yeah, we got us one. Big Jeff engineer. 100. Niggas say they get in the bag. Where it's at? Yo, work out. Heard you getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. That little pussy got snap back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga? On that. Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low a cheaper ticket. Let a nigga try me, he gon' be a victim. Busting down work, serving same time. I'm a real drug dealer. You a pillar talking, honey, had a face in a pillar. We not the same, nigga, I'm different. Pounds in the basement, big tigger. Cash in the sofa, don't sit right there. Fuck nigga front, that's a lick right there. Send them young niggas to get in the hundred. Brothers getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. That little pussy got snapped back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga, on that? Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low case till where I get them gone at. Whoa, hers getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. Then a little pussy got snapped back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga, on that? Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low case till where I get them gone at.
Chow boy selling that snapback, ayy. Came up, uns in the glad bag, ayy. L's in the trap bag, took that, yeah. Nigga, you a rat, I'm a Hellcat, yeah. Nigga wanna block, that's a Hellcat. Lame say scared, where the clock at? Bitch, I'm from the bottom, where you top at? Low case tipping hard, where the block's at? Fiends won't smoke, where the chow at? Easy when broke, ain't going back. Nigga wanna play, where the toe tag? All I know is get the bag, bust it down, flip it, then I get the cash. Rotated, mo, say the girl, it's the chow, baby. G5 been flying in the plane lady. Whole squad chain reaction, now we getting paper. 100 tickets bag, yeah, we gon' laugh later. Zoddy hoe with me, she ain't even got paper. Snapback, yeah, got the whole stage fame. Crack pack, yeah, got your name right. 6-7 dope side, goon side names. FN, so it always been fucking nigga. From the street, so I rarely ever trust a nigga. Tryna scheme, I can pee before they watch a nigga. Monster ready by the dough, he'll pop a nigga. Took a loss, got a snap bag easy.
Hers getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. That little pussy got snapped back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga, on that? Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low case till where I get them gone at. Whoa, hers getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. Then a little pussy got snapped back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga, on that? Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low case tipping where I get them gone at.
Hopping at the edge just to bust it down. Couple million bears, I'ma bust them down. Gotta use a scale when I bust it down. We don't do the wholesale, we just bust it down. Thought I told him it's a cold, ain't gon' fuck around. If I showed him any leads, then he asked out. Back the whole board till I passed out. They gon' from me shit, I'ma cash out. Whip it to the limit, I done maxed out. Hit a bad bitch till she tapped out. Dropping home loaded, then the bitch up on crash out. I'm in first place, staying last now. Big money, big pockets, cash cow. Came out the gates, throwing hooks and uppercuts, we kill him softly with the jab now. I sold no crumbs off a baby play just to pay bills and keep a Kool-Aid smile on my baby face. Can't get no sleep cause the dope that it tipping. Every time I close my eyes just like I'm baby face. Cannot lay up, I got plays to make. Ducking these laws, that's amazing grace. Keep my grass cooked, gotta fade the snakes. In the spot, hand to hand, nigga, day for day. I'm tryna run up them zeros, whipping that muscle, no Debo. In the street, gotta stick to the G code. Took a loss and shook it off like KD shooting free throws.
Work out, hers getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. That little pussy got snapped back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga, on that? Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low case till where I get them gone at. Whoa, hers getting cash for the rack set. Took a couple L's, had to bounce back. Two bad bitches fucking back to back. Then a little pussy got snapped back. Took a nigga shit, he can't get it back. What you wanna do, nigga, on that? Chill, little nigga, you ain't on that. Low case till, 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 case till.
And we're back. We're back. Hey everybody, you are kicking it with your girl Kim Kim, still in Do Right Productions. Shout out to Kevin, he's holding me down, man. He's holding me down. I got Donnie Cash, came to kick it with your girl in the building.
Indeed, what's going down?
He's based out of Austin and super busy, so I'm glad I got to snag you before you got too busy.
Man, you already know I make time for the home team. This ain't nothing. So what's going down though?
Nothing much. I know that you have a lot going on, but before we even get into what you have going on, just introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you are, because a lot of people probably know you as an artist.
Correct.
You originally debuted yourself as an artist, and now you're the boss man, you're CEO, you sit back.
Right. No, so I'm Donnie Cash, from Killeen, Texas. Let's get it straight, you know what I'm saying? Killeen, Texas all day. But I'm out here located in Austin. I'm an A&R and a manager. A&R for an agency called RSG out of Atlanta. And I'm an entertainment manager. I ride around with these young guys and, try to put them on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are literally in the streets when it comes to getting music, finding new music, finding those. So you run into a lot of hungry artists.
I definitely come up with a lot of young, inspiring artists. I kind of get them in the development stage, you know, and that's what I try to prepare them for. A lot of these artists that I've worked with that came up under me has taken off and blew up pretty fast, and you know, I'm looking to keep that same type of reputation.
Yeah. So let's just kind of talk about that. A lot of people, they know what A&R is. They really don't know what it stands for or what your job is in that role. So can we kind of break that down and explain that?
So pretty much an A&R is basically someone who just finds the talent. And then once you find the talent, you try to connect them with the right collaborations, whether it's artists, whether it's engineers, whether it's producers, whatever. You get them in the right position so they can produce the quality music that you need to put out. Now, from that point forward, that's whenever I decide whether I want to be just the A&R of them and just help partner with them and get them to the right position, or if I want to manage them. And a lot of them want me to manage them, but it's like you got to have more than just the talent nowadays. Like you really have to bring a little bit more to it, as far as like depending on where you want to go with it. If you want to be an independent artist and solely independent, then we can just focus on just building your brand. But if you want to try to take it to the majors and stuff like that, then you got to really be kind of an entertainer. Like you got to be something that someone that they want to pay attention to like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a little different, but I mean, you always want to build your brand, of course.
Okay. So with an artist coming South by Southwest, you've been around this music festival for a very long time. We've seen a lot of artists go from a small stage to big stages, such as Kevin Gates, Ray Shermer. Who else started with South by? It's so many artists. I can't even think right now. Tory Lanez started at South by Southwest, and we see them go kind of from small to big. What would you recommend for an artist that's out here looking to grow?
If you're looking to grow, I would definitely tell any up-and-coming artist to take advantage of a lot of the unofficial stages. The official stages is already mapped out. They're not there to see you. They're there to see whoever they paid to come out here and see. But the unofficial stages are some free, and some of them might cost for you to come in. But it's all about supporting the artists. But of course, definitely take advantage of those. Find the good stages that have good connections as far as like who you're performing in front of. I mean, because it's a lot of guys that just out here like, hey, I got a stage, want to pay? And you got that route, but I mean, as long as the stage have some type of relevance or some type of benefit for the artist, and then most of that would be either the exposure or the contact that you're touching as far as like performing in front of that person. So that's what I definitely would recommend.
Well, I'm coming from Cali. How do I know that this stage is worth my money?
That's when you have to do a little research, and that depends on like if you have a team or not, and we could touch bases on that too, because I mean, a lot of the artists, they come out here just thinking that, okay, I'm gonna upload my song to SoundCloud, YouTube, get this little free little promo buzz, and that be pretty much it. And that's really not the case. Like, I mean, you're really selling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. You got to see if somebody wants to be involved or if somebody wants to even be interested in what you're selling. So whether it's something that you're selling or anything, like, your brand is important. And that's what I'll be trying to definitely force upon these young artists. Like, hey, let's get your brand popping. Like, let's get people interested in you. Let's make people believe like you're serious about this. Yeah. And it normally turns into, you know, it turns into something good. At least when you work with me, I got to put that step on there. When you work with
at least when you work with me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so of course, since you're saying if we work with you, how do we know? What makes you different? How do we know that you're going to be the person to put like my total package together or my branding together? How are you going to get this branding in line?
Okay, so well, pretty much the artists that I can say that I worked with recently would be the young Quentin FN. Yeah. Me and Quentin FN, when we first started off, we got everything together. We packaged them up right. I mean, right off the gate, we had labels flying us out. We went to New York and shopped out a couple of labels, but I told them then, this is not going to be something overnight, and if you're looking for something that's just going to be overnight, then
wrong industry.
Yeah, definitely. And I told him it's going to take about a good year, and like this time last year, this was where we was at. He performed in front of some good stages. Now he's like the main head guy at these stages now, you know what I'm saying? So just building your brand, getting yourself together, I can honestly say that I contribute to that. And that is definitely something I would be like, hey, you know, this guy knows a little bit of something.
Right.
Now, of course, putting certain people in those positions as well. Like if you have PR, that would be something great to have, but you got to have something for them to work with.
Right.
You know? And then with that case, he was the youngest and hottest up and coming artist at that time, so we had plenty of people looking to work with him and stuff like that. So building your team around the artist is something that I am good at doing. I'm good at finding the right people to put in your position. And of course, if I'm deciding to work with you,
you got to be something.
That's it. You know?
Definitely.
So I mean, as of right now, I'm working with K Fresco and Young Abe. That's probably Young Abe calling to try to get inside anyway. So
we're gonna get him in.
Let's see. And Freshly is a longtime friend of mine. That's he said, "God damn it, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now before I can't do it no more." And you know, Freshly, he coming with it. You know what I'm saying? He came out with his first project that he just dropped up under GDMG called Tell the Truth. Nice little EP. It's on all streaming platforms right now, so make sure y'all go check that out. Tell the Truth by Freshly, FRESHLEY.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you spell it out for him.
You know what I'm saying? Got to do that. And then, of course, K Fresco. I've been working with K Fresco as far as management the longest.
Yeah.
K Fresco, we started back in 2014, 2015 or so, around that time. And ever since then, we just been going up. And he is probably one of the first examples that I would use as far as artist development and working from the ground up. Not saying anything as far as talent, but as far as like building your brand and putting it in a position where you can out here and sustain. And I feel like with him, that's one of the prime examples I can use, because he has not only the K Fresco brand, but he has Fresco Films brand.
I was gonna say Fresco Films. I saw that blossom into something beautiful. He shoots videos, major videos and stuff like that now.
Yeah, we definitely took it to the next level. And I mean, that was something that he wanted to do, to take himself away from having a 9-to-5 so he can focus on his artistry. And I was like, man, at that time, whenever he was telling me, he was probably about 20, 21. And I was like, you know what, young man, I want to work with you, you know, because it's hard to get an artist to be on that mind frame off the rip. That's the hardest part about it. Like, that would honestly determine if I want to work with you, just to see where your mind frame is at and how you want to go about it and everything. So, So yeah, that's definitely what I would definitely say about as far as like what I can contribute and what I do bring to the table. You know, that's what I bring. You know, we bring organization and bring in a plan.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're not gonna go nowhere without a plan.
Right. And I can vouch for Cade because I had the opportunity of meeting him in 2014.
Yeah, you were the first person to interview Cade. Matter of fact, yes, you definitely.
Yeah, you got a shout out to Houston and came to kick it with me. And I had the opportunity of meeting him then, and yeah, I seen him kind of do a dual career. You know, go from music to film, and I think that's dope. That's important to have a solid team and a foundation with a plan.
Correct.
So we know that you're up to something else.
Definitely. So like as far as like trying to cultivate this Austin scene, Austin, man, when I got here back in 2014, 2013, I just came out here, and me and my cousin Carrie, I got a shout out to my little cousin Carrie, we took over the club scene. And when I say we took over the club scene, it was more so like, I got a long history as far as like throwing parties with, you know, like that's just the background.
Friends,
exactly. So like it was naturally an instinct for me to come down here and put together a promotional team that would help us get our brand out.
Okay.
And GDMG, Grand Daily Music Group, that's my brand. That's where we started the base, and it was me, my partner Chucky D, and my cousin Carrie, and then we had an artist called Rocky GDMG Rocky, and I think I brought him down as well.
You sure did, yeah.
So you know, like we built a foundation with that, and then from that day forward, we just put to our minds like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be entertainment, whether we throwing shows or whether we're promoting an artist or whatever the case may be. This is how we're gonna operate. And like I said, like with those guys, we still rocking with each other. We still doing the same thing. We still, you know, we just leveled up in certain positions where now it's like we have a crew of guys that's with us, and we allow them to do a little bit more of the you know, road running and stuff like that. But like for the most part, we're still connected with where we need to be connected with, and being able to get the exposure that we need to get for our artists or whatever it is that we're trying to put out there.
Yeah. So I had the opportunity to speak with a lot of artists from Central Texas, and they've had, just like you, opportunity of coming to South by Southwest repetitively. So every year we know this is a music festival that happens annually. But I have to ask you, is your experience the same or is it different each year?
Honestly, I want to say it's the same. How can I say? It's the same vibe.
Okay.
Same vibe, but definitely a different experience because you learn something different every single time. So every single time you learn something different, and a different connects because the music industry evolves. It's different people that you need to know as far as helping you get your brand and yourself as an artist, your career off the ground. So I mean, it's a different experience. I would definitely say it's something that you might need to touch, but as far as the vibe, it's pretty much the same. It's a festival. You know, we out here networking and trying to be seen. So, you know.
So what would you recommend for an up-and-coming artist? Each year is something different. Like, I would recommend don't print up a bunch of CDs because you'll see them all over the floor. Or I would recommend you get up early and go put your posters out before people start ripping them down. Or I would recommend that you know, try to pay for some showcases and then do those showcases and let that be it.
Correct.
You know, every single year is something different. Right. What would you recommend?
Definitely don't print up a whole bunch of CDs because they're definitely going to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to just throw some money away, I'll go to strip
I'll give
club.
you my cash out.
You know what I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
you want to throw money away? I got my cash out.
You know, like, it's other ways that money can be dispersed.
Yeah.
But, no, definitely, I would say put that money into marketing.
Okay.
And have a good marketing campaign that's going to leave an impression on people. Like, whenever they leave here. Like somebody that's popping that a lot of people didn't know that came down here a few years ago is the Baby.
We were just talking about that. I said literally 2 years ago, he was on 6th Street in a diaper. And he probably spent $20 on these Depends.
Man.
And he caught my attention because I got a phone interview with him 3 days later. And then now look at him. He's on private jets with Baby Alives hanging from the ceiling. This is nutty.
It's definitely, like, I really think that was a move that kind of hurt him as far as in the major eyes because they're looking at, like, why is this grown-ass man in a pamper?
Yeah.
But it's stuck.
Because
that's like people looking like, you know, that's stuck or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, that right there was just something that, you know, that was just letting me know that, all right, if you have something that just stick in people's mind, that's gonna leave the last impression, and that's gonna be something that be it. So, you know.
Yeah. And it did stick because I was just like, who is this big grown ass man?
I still sit there and think about it today because I was like, man, I seen him with a diaper. So pretty much use your marketing that's gonna allow something that's gonna leave a lasting impression in people's mind, because it might take you another year or two to build your progression, but look what he's doing now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look what he's doing. And the way he's doing it, I have to salute that young man because that's the same way I would do it.
Yeah.
Same exact way.
So let's talk about that a little bit. With marketing plans, everyone does kind of what works best for them, right? There really is no formula because I had the opportunity of interviewing DJ Chose, and shout out to DJ Chose. Make sure you guys go get his latest album, One Heart Ago.
For sure.
I had the opportunity of interviewing him, and he was just basically saying, you know, I'm like, you've been relevant for so long, and you make hits not only for yourself but for other people. And I was just like, what do you do? You know, like, what if we could write a book, what would we write? And he's just like, there is no formula. There's no way that you could do it. You just have to do it. You have to find what works for you.
I definitely have to agree with him on that because, like we said, this music industry evolves so much. And, like, nowadays, people want to be entertained.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you plan on marketing, you have to entertain people. Like, it has to leave that lasting impression, like I was saying. Like, it has to catch your eye, and it has to make you want to be interested.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as with Chose is relevant because he spit transparent music. He gonna speak some real shit that's gonna make you feel it. So it's easy to shop it over to another artist or whatever because they can relate to it.
Right.
And
definitely.
They're gonna be like, oh, I felt that. Let me say it myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the shit that they do, you know what I'm saying, that he do write for them, like it's easy to shop. And then of course the shit that he writes for himself, if you know Chose, like we know Chose, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you feel it, like, you know, I'm probably one of the biggest DJ Chose fans there is, man, and that's my partner, you know. I remember booking him just for parties. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, oh man, he booked that.
But the thing is, that's just to go back to what you said, having a plan. He's one of the DJs that does parties, right. He does music, right. He produces, he makes beats, and just like you said, like with your artist Cade, you have films, you have music, just with yourself. You're an A&R, you're a producer. You're
definitely have to have multiple. I'm not going to call them hustles, but that's exactly what it is, because we're out here making things happen on the fly. Now, what you do to your hustle is what you turn into a business, you know, and like, you know, some people are not business minded, or some people don't really care about the business like that, but you definitely want to create you multiple streams of income. Right. That's the only way that you can survive as an entrepreneur, in my you know, opinion, period. Yeah. So, definitely.
So who would you say are some of the artists that we need to watch out for, or who would you mark as next to blow? That's my favorite thing
next
to do.
To blow, next to blow. You know what I'm saying? I got to definitely put out my squad out there. You got to be looking out for K, Fresco, Young Gabe, and Freshly. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to make sure I put my guys out there. But, you know, on a broader brand, like as far as like what I do as far as A&R, y'all want to check out a cat named Raw Blue. He's out of New York on the East Coast. Dope guy. Raw Blue, RAWW Blue.
Like BLUE? Okay.
Check him out. He's we got him booming and stuff like that. Southside Cheeky. She's a Atlanta rapper from Atlanta, of course, Southside Atlanta. And
bars? Is she sassy or with? Because you know, okay, so listen, the rap that we get from our women, and shout out to all the women. It's Women's Month. But right now we're getting a lot of, and I don't want to say city girls, but we're getting a lot of sassy rappers, right? What would you classify her as?
I would definitely classify her as...
Is she sassy or a pretty thug?
She gutter.
Oh.
Like, I mean, like, when you... It's a song called The Mud on her latest EP called Southside Cheeky, so make sure y'all download that. But it's a song called Mud that... She talks about getting it straight out the mud. Like, I'm talking about when you listen to this song, it made me have a whole different respect on far as female rappers, because whenever it's not a lot of them. Like,
you already know, we're about to get into it.
It's not a lot of them, but the ones that get the notoriety, they have the more of the sassy, throwing themselves, you know, on that type of level. So, as far as on that, that's that. But with her, her music is gonna sell herself just off the fact that you gonna be able to relate to it, and what she just spoke hit you so hard that you have a whole different respect for her. You know what I'm saying? And that was just somebody that I met personally, just doing this A&R stuff. And shout out to RSG. Let me go ahead and make sure I put them out there. RSG is an agency based out of Atlanta. We're backed by crypto-based currency, so pretty much we got what we need to do in order for us to take you to the next level. If you're looking to get any real streams as far as being heard on playlists and stuff like that, make sure that you holler at me.
Suge Knight, you know, if you're looking for,
you know what I'm saying? If you
come at me, y'all
come holler at me, man. Nah, real talk. If you're looking for a team to be behind you, you know, we service pretty much singles and work with singles, but if you're looking to have a team behind you and get it to the next level, I definitely would recommend that you check out RSG. That's rsgagency.io. So, you know, check us out on the web.
Y'all don't dance in videos?
You know I'm dancing. Playing. You know I'm dancing regardless. You know what I'm saying? But we don't dance in all of them.
Nah, we ain't gonna be dancing in your videos. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's dope though. Artists do need to see the benefit in the entities that they do have, because a lot of the times I think a lot of indie artists get, I would say, taken advantage of.
Facts.
With people that can say, hey, pay me $200, I can get this on the radio, I could do this, not knowing that $200 really isn't going to get you much in the music industry if you really want to see real numbers.
Honestly,
and real
if it's anything that you can do, personally, I don't see what's the purpose of you spending the bread.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and when I say personally, like, if it's something as far as clickbait or as far as, like, you know, like, anything that you see yourself doing as far as promoting or doing anything that has to deal with your music, if you can see yourself doing it, I wouldn't even spending bread on it. Now, as far as the promotional aspect, like if I need to pay what I need to pay to be on this CD or be in this DJ pool or even be on a platform such as this, I'm going to do that because I already see that, all right, once I get on this platform, I'm going to be able to be having the potential to be seen by this person or this person just by seeing the traction of what's going on.
Right.
So it's certain ways how you spend your dollar, you know what I'm saying? But definitely with the stuff that I'm talking about, we're on a whole different we're
whole different level with it.
We're changing the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So definitely get at me if you want to do that. And then if not, just pay attention to the second quarter. The second quarter is going to be retarded.
Already.
Retarded.
Well, let me get the top 3 from you before we get into one of your artists.
Okay.
Top 3. So what are the 3 things that I need as an artist to make sure the South by Southwest is beneficial for me? Top 3.
Top 3. Make sure that you, for one, have a location that's close by to South by.
So don't go stay in Kyle, Texas.
Don't do that. You know, make sure you're able to be in the mix, for one. But the other 2, not at all. I mean, Pflugerville, all right.
Yeah, that's far.
But you still gonna be in the mix. But two. Make sure you have a marketing plan, a strategic marketing plan to being out here, because like I said, you definitely want to be seen and be noticed, you know. So definitely have a marketing plan for that. And then 3 would definitely be make sure you take advantage of these unofficial stages.
Yeah. That's important.
Definitely.
I met a lot of cool people at some unofficial stages. One of my favorite unofficial stages, and I'm going to give them a shout out because I got to host the Beats and Beers Festival in Houston. Beats and Beers Festival in Austin. Every single year it's big.
Right.
And this year they have a big producer, and forgive me, I'm going to find the information and tell you who it is because it's going to be big.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm
going to give you guys that info for Beats and Beers Festival. And of course my people, Young Martez and Ghost Boss Music. I'm going to give you guys their info because they have a lot of showcases and I want you guys to go check them out. But we have one of your artists here.
Yes.
And I know you have some showcases that you have to give the information out for. I know Freshly has a show.
Freshly definitely got a show, and I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think it's Wednesday or Thursday.
I think yeah.
Because I was gonna try to go.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I think it is Wednesday.
It's okay. Just stand by, guys.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that for you. But definitely, I got my guy, Young Abe. He's gonna be coming up here and letting y'all know a little bit about himself. Up and coming, inspiring artist out in Austin, Texas, taking over the Austin for show. So we're gonna definitely bring him up here.
All right, so we're about to do a quick switch. We got Young Abe coming to kick it with me. Donnie, thanks for coming.
Oh, problem.
We're gonna switch it out. Oh yeah. Well, can we switch? Let's switch cameras real quick. I'm gonna give it to him, Shawty. We're gonna take it back real quick, and then Young Abe is gonna step into the booth with your girl Kim Kim. Stay tuned. We still kicking it till 9 o'clock, y'all. I got some out.
She pretty hot,
come on, Abe.
Educated, anything I forgot to mention. The way she go to work, she can be my new apprentice. I'm in it, I'm pulling down the bridges. I'ma get that hold of business. I'ma get that hold of business. I'ma get that hold of new proposition. Apply for disposition. Get ready to take the whole young Don Kitchens. I'ma get that hold of business. I ain't gon' lie, girl, you bad, so damn fine. Look at them hips, no, look at them thighs. Girl, that shake look good with them fries. Do you got a man? Well, I don't care. When you see Donnie Cash on the prowl, please beware, cause I cut your chick straight, cut your chick. Better cuff your chick, cause I'll fuck your chick. Ask my reference, ain't no questions how I handles mine. Magnum selection for protection, pull them panties down. I'm Donnie Cash, shit, I'm never known for wasting time. But if you ain't talking about fucking, don't be wasting mine. Pretty hot and tempting, well educated, anything I forgot to mention. The way she go to work, she can be my new apprentice. I'm in it, I'm pulling down the bridges. I'ma get that hold of business. I'ma get that hold of business. I'ma get that hold of new proposition.
position, apply for this position. Get ready to take the whole 9 inches. I'm a ninjas, I'm a ninjas, I'm a ninjas, I'm a ninjas, I'm a ninjas.
Swag Daddy. We had to take it back. Shout out to my DJ, him shouting. And I love it when people come and kick it and they be like, oh wait, I know this oh wait, no, that's him shouting. That's him shouting. I love the way Abe came and sit down and had to show love to everybody. So young Abe, is it GM? I call it Grind Daily Music Group. I'm not good with these acronyms, all this fancy stuff Donnie be trying to do.
Yeah.
But how you doing?
I'm fine. I appreciate y'all for having me.
You can kick it and lay back and just be yourself. It's okay.
It's a chill environment.
I know it's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, it's a chill environment. I'm chilling.
You chilling?
Yeah.
You chilling? All right. So Donnie said you're from Austin.
Yeah, I'm from Austin.
Okay. So how is your experience with the Austin music scene? Because we know hip hop isn't really prevalent out here. It's more eclectic, different type of music that's really prominent. So how has your experience been?
Honestly, I've been having a pretty good experience for like an upcoming artist. Like my first shows, or people been going to my shows and stuff. You know, when you first start being an artist, people don't really go to your shows or support you. So, like, honestly, I can't complain because other artists had it way worse than me.
Yeah.
Or even artists that's good now and got in the position they're in now, it really was hard for them. And it's still, I'm not just where I want to be at, but I'm just saying every artist that's maybe doing better than I am or is doing better than I am, I talk to them and they be telling me like, man, this what's up that you're getting the support as an upcoming artist. So I appreciate what's going on. You know, I can't complain, honestly. I get a lot of support.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to complain about. It's just average stuff every rapper got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing bad. It's ups and downs just like anything else, but as far as just being an artist and going shows and getting supported from my city, like, it's been all love. It's been more love than hate, honestly.
What made you want to do music?
My friends, like, everybody that was around me, you know, and then a lot of people was like, man, hey, a whole bunch of people know you might as well rap. And I used to freestyle all the time. But honestly, like, I had a whole bunch of partners that rap and whatnot, and I was always going to the studio with them. And it was first because how I dressed. It was like, you got the image.
Yeah.
And then, like, I used to look like, people used to think I was a rapper, like, every South by. It was like, you rap. And then just freestyling, and then, like, one of my friends kind of, like, forced me to get on the song, and it came out good, and then I actually started liking it, and I don't know, I just started liking it.
So now this South by, you like, yep, I am a rapper. I look like one, I am.
Right, like, when people ask me, I'm like, yeah. I remember when I first started rapping, people was like, you rap? I just forget, like, oh, yeah, I do. Like, yeah, I do rap. Yeah, I'm rapping. Like, for real. Like, it actually feels good.
I know, but it's funny. The reason why I keep laughing through everything you're saying, because I'm like, it's funny to hear somebody basically stumble upon a career, but you like, no, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I really do like it. It come with a lot of, like, I just know what it come with, honestly. Like, even looking at, you know, television, Instagram, what everybody else deal with, I just know what to expect, so I don't really too much just be tripping on stuff that rappers trip about.
Yeah. So what would you say they trip about? Like, what are some of the things that rappers trip about that you won't?
Fake love, or I look at fake love. All love is support. Even the hate is support. Because everything's on the internet nowadays. So if someone hates you and say they hate you, someone's gonna click on your page to see who they hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either way it goes, like, shit, I appreciate all y'all, honestly. So if it's fake love, real love, it's all cool. Like, I got the genuine people around me. I'm around people that's genuine. Like, I can still speak to people knowing that they probably hate me. I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be the best rapper.
You just want to be a rapper.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be Abe. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it being me. I don't care about, and it's other rappers be more so in competition too, or being, I don't know, a lot of people work hard for, like, rapping. It's just, it costs, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hard work, honestly.
Definitely costs.
And a lot of rappers put a lot of work in and feel like they not where they want to be. So a lot of rappers be, like, trying to be on niggas' necks.
Yeah.
And it's kind of understandable and respectable. Like, if you put in work and you feel like my name should be out. But some dudes be pushing it. Like some people just do stuff for clout. And that's like the rapper thing to do. I don't get involved.
We don't clout chase.
Yeah, I don't get involved. Because I ain't trying to make it off clout. I want to make it off rapping.
Yeah.
If I don't make it off rapping, I'm going to stop rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna do nothing I don't want to do to make it to be the best rapper. That's the wave right now. Like, let's go do something stupid so we can get more views and then they can hear my song. And I don't care about that. Like, it's with me, if I don't make it, I'm going to stop. Go try something else. You feel me? I'm not... God's telling me, hey, stop rapping. You feel me? Like,
what would you say? A lot of people say, I want the money, not the fame. I want the fame, not the money. Which one is more important to you?
Dang, that's a tough one. With me, I'll go with the money because I don't know. That's tough. That's a good question. It's not, even if you don't care about fame, fame is still good. Like, fame probably be more valuable than money because it'll bring money. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always bring money. Being famous, being who you are, like the Kylie Jenners, that not Kylie Jenner, the
Kardashians,
the Kardashian shit that's going on with the ex and
with
shit
Jordan
like
and
yeah, like that girl's famous. Like people be crying when they see her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know who she is, but I'm just saying like she's famous. They get paid off of just showing up or having a whole bunch of. But at the same time, like with me personally, like I'm more so for the money, but I'm not for the money. Like I just want to make good music, honestly, and just like anything else you're good at, it's gonna take you places you've never been. You know what I'm saying? So I really just go with the music, and if it brings me a lot of money, that's cool. But I'm just passionate with music right now. Like at first, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started doing music, I was like, man, I'm gonna make money out of this, and that. And then when I start, like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, like when you care about something, it's like, shit.
You do it because you care.
Yeah, so like, I actually started like getting a passion for this rap shit, and it's just like, damn, I don't even care about making money. Like, I just want to be heard. Like, I want to be, I don't know, the best I can be. And I know I'm not at my best potential right now, so that's why it's just like, man, it's just exciting to me because I want to get better and better, and then like each song I make is better and better, and it's like, damn, I can keep getting better. I want to be at my full potential, and then if I don't make it at my full potential, that shit, I'll stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you
that's
say
just that, but I just want to get better and better, and then make good music, and then I feel like the money will come. In the book I read, it said, shit, when you stop chasing money, money chase you. And
what
I never.
Book?
This I don't want to get
Let's
into
say,
that.
well, let's say we got to drop it all. We gonna be dropping gems.
Nah, the 7 spiritual laws of success.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all ever read that, but it's all about, like, it talks about energies and law of attraction and what you think and what you give is what you get. You know, positive and negative, and the Wu-Tang, like, all bad things and good things have to even out before you die and shit like that.
Right.
So, basically, what was we talking about before I brought the book up, though?
Basically, what we were talking about is what you feel is important. My question to you, my next question was, you said that you don't really care about being famous. You want your music to be heard. Yeah. Right now.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I know what I said. Because I could get off topic. I was talking about the reason why I didn't want to make money. Oh, the money, chasing money.
Yeah,
and
you're going to stop chasing it. It's going
to
chase you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like when you actually care for something, you passionate for something, I feel like it's going to come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like every real good artist that came to him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like artists that's passionate about their work get a better outcome than the people that's in for it for money. Yeah. I feel like anybody's in for it for any materialistic reasons. Not anybody. I know. I
know where you're going with it.
I don't know. I feel like people be trying to make it off fame and clout, and it'd probably be easier just being passionate. It might take a little longer, but you'll have a better outcome if you passionate for it and just want to get it out there instead of just trying to get a whole bunch of money out of it. But at the same time, I do want a whole bunch of money. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm rapping just to, no, I'm trying to get paid for this too. But I'm just saying,
no, I do want to make some money.
Like, my main focus is being a good artist. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, I'm trying to be good quality, all type of shit. I want people to hear my music like, damn, how do you make this? You know what I'm saying? He had to take shrooms to make some shit like this. So I be listening to Thug and Future like, damn, I know they taking drugs. Like, I can't make no shit like this. Like,
I was going to ask you about that, and not the way that they make their music, but just because so many artists right now, they're getting backlash because of the messages that they have within their music. And you see, just like with 21's issue, he kind of changed the message within his content, what he put out, and then we see things happening to him. How important do you think it is for an artist to stay true to themselves and be conscious?
That's the perfect example for being true to yourself is 21, because shit, if you, I don't know, me growing up where I grew up, like, I feel like in seeing all the stuff I seen, all the people that was really into the streets, really shooting and doing all that shit, didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was trying to get out of that shit.
Yeah.
So for 21 to switch up what he talk about since he made it, it's like showing like shit, he was really doing that shit, and you know what I'm saying, really trying to get out of it. I don't really like that shit. I feel like it's kind of lame. It's a lot of artists. Don't get me wrong. It's some people I know, crazy ass dudes that's how they is. They've been like that since they was little. If they rap about it, everybody gonna listen to it because it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you slap that dude, he did do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's artists that's respected off of that because that's what they really do. And I can't judge them or feel some type of way about them about how they rap because that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? That's like, motherfucker. And if a lamb was raised by lions, it's gonna try to be a lion. You know what I'm saying? Or that's just something you can't judge nobody because it's not their fault. They was just adapting to their environment.
Yeah.
Now it's kids that's not even in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not in the hood, nothing. And they preach it, and they have a, you know what I'm saying? They have a fan base. They have all these kids that's like, man, they shooting niggas. I'm finna, man, hell, yeah, that nigga shooting. I'm finna do that shit too. But they ain't even doing it, and all these kids want to do it because they thinking they doing it. I can't really just respect it. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, I listen to a lot of artists. They still make good music. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm not a follower. I'm not finna go out there and do it.
Right.
But it's younger kids that do look up to them. Like, man, that's the thing to do. But like, shit, honestly, music is the biggest influence. Ain't nothing more influential than music, I believe, because shit, niggas get killed off of music. I'm telling you, people listen to music. I ain't gonna say no artist or nothing that be sneak dissing or not even snitching, really. I ain't on that, but I'm saying, like, there's music that have you like, shit, I'm finna go fuck this nigga up, or man, that nigga do
music make you happy, sad.
Like, you feel me? Like, that shit real. Like, music is the biggest influence. Like, people listen to an artist all day and want to be him.
Yeah. So when they listen to a young Abe, what do they want to be? Or what is the feeling that should be evoked when they listen to you?
I don't know. I'm more of a vibe artist. Like, I don't know, you listen to, if you don't relate to what I'm talking about, then shit, you probably vibing to it. You know what I'm saying? It's more. So
what do you talk about? What's the latest project?
Obstacles. My latest project is Obstacles.
Okay.
And I was just pretty much just talking about making the right decisions, like being yourself in the song. Like, it ain't all about materialistic stuff. It ain't all about money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about that. It's all about being yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's I pretty much preach just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about nothing that I ain't, like, you know what I'm saying?
That you haven't experienced. You just like, talk about just
or
being
I haven't
true.
seen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just talk about being myself and being yourself. Like, fuck what everybody got to say about you. Just fuck it. At the end of the day, you're going to be in that casket, you know what I'm saying? And when you die, the world keeps spinning, you know what I'm saying? Whoever loved you got to move on, you know what I'm saying? That's just life. So you're going to live your life worrying about what somebody else said and then die not doing what you wanted to do because they said something. Like, shit, fuck that. I'm finna live my life. That's how I
feel that. I feel that. Obstacles. Yeah. Where can we get that at?
You can get it on all streaming major platforms, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. That's on baby, everything.
Okay, so what do you have lined up for South by Southwest?
Man.
Is this your first South by Southwest as an actual artist this time? You're not looking like one. You are one this time.
This time I'm young Abe, you know what I'm saying? Come chop it up with me. I'll be down there. And man, I had a show last night, Smoke Out 4, shout out Jay Soldier. And it was a whole bunch of artists that perform. I tried to stay for everybody. I missed a couple of them, but shout out to all the artists. Y'all was, man, it was dope as fuck. It was a whole bunch of people there. It was smoked out. It was crazy. And I had a real, like, that was one of my best performances. It was one of my best, honestly, my best shows have been with Jay Soldier. And then I had one real good show with my bro Kane. Shout out Kane. And yeah. Smoke out. But I don't know. I'm trying to get on some more shows if I can. A couple people reached out to me. Hopefully I can get on them. I'm just trying to perform. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to share your music.
Repetition. Yeah. I just want to be heard right now. So I feel like the right person can hear me. Be like, man, that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just trying to be heard. I ain't trying to make no money. If you're trying to book me, I'm for free right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a show. But even if I don't get a show, I'm trying to go support all the local artists.
That's dope. You don't hear a lot of artists say, I want to come and support another artist. That's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
Now, I've been trying to do that because a lot of artists do be supporting me, honestly. So I really be trying to, even though I'm the biggest procrastinator, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's one of my fuck-ups. Like, I'm
going to tell you now, in the music industry,
I know.
You gonna sleep and they gonna sleep on you and they gonna keep moving.
Yeah, facts. I gotta get that together.
Yeah,
for real.
For sure.
Like for real, that's
for
true.
For sure. Times will definitely pass you by, man.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
For real. Gotta get to. I was just talking to my bro about it. Like, man, hell no. Like, I gotta do that shit. Like, I could tell you what I'm gonna do and how many times I'm gonna do it, but just doing it. It's completely different than just talking about it. Like, I gotta start doing that shit.
My favorite line is, don't talk about it.
Do it.
Be about it.
Oh, be about it. Okay.
Don't talk about it, be about it. For sure. So tell everybody where they can follow you at and where we can go check out Obstacles.
You can find me on Instagram at YoungAbe5 and on Twitter as YoungAbe10. And you can find Obstacles on every major platform, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, anywhere, whatever you got, just look up Obstacles by Young Abe.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna check that out. Shout out to Grind Daily Music Group for stopping through. Donnie Cash dropping a whole lot of gems on you guys. You can go from looking like an artist to actually being an artist. Yeah. See? Right here in the studio. Right here live in the studio. Thank you so much for coming to kick it with me. We're gonna get into a little music mix with him, Shawty. I got one artist trying to make his way here from Dallas. I'm trying to give him some more time. Road Runner Music Group, Mike G. Javinci. He's on his way, and we're going to close out the show. Big shout out to everybody from Syntex, Walt Freshly, and F&M. Who else am I missing? That's everybody? Oh, yeah, and Cade, my boy Cade. I need some pictures, Cade. I'm going to come see you on 6th Street. But you're still tuned in to Do Right Productions. It's your girl, Kim Kim. We're going to pass it to him, Shawty.
Hello. What's good, fam? Bro, I don't give a fuck about what niggas got going on, who beefing, who got what drama. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I'm trying to get to this sack. I'm trying to stack while I can, get it while it's good. Y'all niggas worrying about the wrong shit, ain't gonna have shit to fall back on, bro. I keep telling y'all niggas.
If you ain't calling by no cash, then I'm hanging up. I've been hearing rumors, niggas say I'm changing up. If you let me tell it, really, I ain't changing up. Gotta watch the fake love, that shit so dangerous. I swear it's cool to get a friend, it's cool to get a loan, but you gotta stack your money if you want your own. I never waited for a nigga just to put me on. Now I'm dripping in the sun of what a flip phone. Got a call from Arkansas, he say he got him gone. I'ma fill him back up so he can hit the road. The man is very high right now, I got him for the low. I done seen 6 figures, I ain't touch a stove. Spent 6,000 for a fit and I ain't touch no dough. My nigga say he see me winning and they give him hope. I told him, damn love, bro, that's what I do it for. If you tryna run it up, then shit, just let me know. If you ain't really by the bag, what you hustling for? If you ain't really tryna stack, what you hustling for? If you ain't calling by no cash, what you call me for? If you ain't calling by no packs, what you call me for? Yeah, what you call me for? If you ain't really by the bag, what you hustling for? Yeah, what you hustling for? If you ain't talking about no packs, what you call me for? I can't even hang with you if you ain't got no goals. I ain't never had no swings, but I got these elbows. I've been grinding for a week, but
These niggas, they out here really chasing all the same hoes. I heard them niggas out here plotting shit, I can't go. If a nigga come up missing shit, I don't know. I gotta take advantage of it, cause it don't last. When you own lane, shit, you gon' cry. If I got them packs on me, I'ma do the dash. If you not gon' cop nothing, why you even ask? When you coming from the bottom, top is all you know. That's your dog, but he only round because you got a bone. I'm so stoned, got a talking cold. They might tap your phone, always gone. I can't conversate, it's a give and go, live and go. Took a lot of L's, but I'm living no. On this road with the load, I told him he can't do no swerving. Niggas hurt, lot of niggas hustling, they ain't got no purpose. Shit disturbing. YSL Javinci, I'm flexing on purpose. Downtown on the last floor, open up the curtains, watch my back, gotta look around, man, I'm so observant. If you ain't really about a bag, what you hustling for? If you ain't really trying to stack, what you hustling for? If you ain't calling about no cash, what you call me for? If you ain't calling about no packs, what you call me for? Yeah, what you call me for? If you ain't really about a bag, what you hustling for? Yeah, what you hustling for? If you ain't talking about no packs, what you call me for? Hey, it's more important than Jordans, it's more important than jewels. Yeah, winning important, but you gotta learn how to lose. Don't let them trick you out the streets, they put my dog on the news. Gotta put that money up and don't have nothing to prove. Cause these niggas getting jammed and don't have nothing to show. And them niggas gon' respect it when you pay what you owe. Make sure you don't follow, you gotta stick to the code. Being yourself as real nigga, you gotta do what you know. Every boss was a manager, so respect all the janitors. Stay away from the cameras, hustle till you lose stamina. Wasn't a thing that they handed me, but that shit made a man of me. Chances took all the fear from me, staying safe for my family. Go and get that check and store it, cause ballin' it don't get boring. You ain't stacking what you doing, it's your life, go out explore it. While you hustling with no lawyer, man, I swear that shit important. Lately I've been dodging obstacles, like county jails and local hospitals. Cause nigga tell her put that Glock to you, but I know that ain't stopping you. Not me, nigga, I got a lot to do. Got my sisters and my mamas. Lately I've been dodging obstacles, like county jails and local hospitals. Cause nigga tell her put that Glock to you, but I know that ain't stopping you. Not me, nigga, I got a lot to do. Got my sisters and my mama too. Got my sisters and my mama too.
Bad bitches throw your hands up. Bad bitches to the dance floor. Bad bitches run their bands up. No looking back. I can't do that. These niggas fake. These niggas mad. I pull up in something that's built like giraffes. We ain't the same. Don't make me laugh. No looking back. No looking back. Pull up in something that's built like giraffes. We ain't the same. Don't make me laugh. No looking back. I can't do that. I cannot fake. I cannot act. It's all on my face. I cannot laugh. These niggas is fake. I swear it's a fact. Won't answer no phone. I'ma feel like it's tapped. I'm moving in silence. I'm dressed in all black. You crossed me up once. I swear that's a rap. She giving me face. Oh, I'm loving this cap. Don't wanna pretend. I'm not for the friends. I'm not your bro. I'm not your kin. Don't give me no dap. Don't need to shake hands. I'm not for the pound. My dog's never been. These bitches is fake. These bitches ain't real. I gave her a chance, but she showed me the deal. Her love wasn't real, and neither was mine. So thank for the face, but I'm done wasting time. No looking back. I can't do that. These niggas fake. These niggas mad. I pull up in something that's built like giraffes. We ain't the same. Don't make me laugh. No looking back.
No looking back and shit. I'm just trying to get me some racks and shit. Young nigga fly than an astronaut. Sipping on whack, I feel so high. Hey. Right through the hood, they tell you like Lulu, that nigga that guy. Ain't no fly with me, I'm telling you bullshit, you not. Fine hard, we gon' shine hard. Them nigga fuck boss. Jump off the Android. Reason I rap about all this smoke, nigga, I got that shit. Nigga don't want no problem, no. No, I'ma pop that bitch. Cooler than a cooler. Not to your medulla. She ain't like oh yeah, broke nigga ain't got no bread. These nigga fake before. I got my paper on. That's why they hate no. Bitch don't make that bus. Quick to leave her on red. Bitch is cold red. Never speak to her again. And like that bitch that dead.
No looking back. I can't do that. These niggas fake. These niggas mad. I pull up in something that's built like giraffes. We ain't the same. Don't make me laugh. No looking back. No looking back. Pull up in something that's built like giraffes. We ain't the same. Don't make me laugh.
Another onion, break it down, pass it around like a fucking bag of funds. All I do is ball, Tupac, big and small. I'm chiefing on this dope, motherfucker, damn blows. Them niggas smoking strong, get that pat back to your mind. Oh, that's your bitch, switch your liquor. My nigga, see Twister, puff, we dismiss ya. I miss Mary Jane, Irene and Miss Keisha. I like your green eyes and your different features. Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you again and again. I'm smoking on this dope when I pimp my damn pen. Dope. Dope. All I smoke is 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 dope. You may smoke that strong, but I'm smoking dope. All I smoke is dope. All I smoke is dope.
Been high, taking trips to islands never heard of, with the body of a and kill them with that flow. They be throwing fives and tens and fifties at the light skin tickle bitties with the diamonds on their neck and titty. Baddest in the city. It's so official, baby girl. Here's your check. Next week you better double that. No disrespect. How these niggas talking, they ain't hearing shit. But a sexual offer from their main bitch. Michael Kors, I custom nag. Crystal jeans, I bought that bag. In the house with 100 stacks. So I put in work and I break her back. Money being made even when a nigga sleep. A force so strong, can't help it feel me. We get that dough, we flip that dough. And you just mad with no cash. They waiting on J's, I'm waiting on bands. Bands to make her dance. Bands to make her dance. But I spend no bands. I pay these hoes by giving them work. When I want what I want, that bitch gon' twerk. When I'm down in the dumps, that bitch gon' search down to my last down. That bitch gon' murk. I earn my stars, no staff, so I chain this general. Don't understand right shit. That hoes want me and they mouth and shit. She roll that slip and take a hit. Amplify your mind, it's old diamonds, take you above. Next thing you know, you're making moves they wish they thought of. Living out a fucking dream, you always suffer. Jail time and tears, all the shit it taught us. Living high, spread the love and never stop being a baller.
Yeah. See, what a lot of you don't understand is sometimes you gotta take what you want. You gotta play for keeps. Talk to him, D.
Put pressure on them, make them feel it. I wake up and get to the business. I'm grinding daily, ain't no waiting or chilling. The grind pays me, I've been up for a minute. I don't be worried about nobody. I just be after a check. Remember when I ain't had no money? I'd be dumb if I go back to that. Twist it up, got the K on my back. Give a fuck what they say about it. I take this serious, don't play about it. We can go from the shoulders, you play me by it. Gotta make my own way and no way around it. I heard your music, it was not what that is. I swear that all the shit I say for the real. I swear I'm killing every beat that I hear. Not believing all the shit that I hear. Talk is cheap. I done came up on the creek. I just be at it for weeks. My circle, we solid, no leaks. I just be playing for keeps. I don't be playing with. They mad on my tax on the fees.
I just be playing for keeps. Talk is cheap. I done came up on the creek. I just be at it for weeks. My circle, we solid, no leaks. I just be playing for keeps. I don't be playing with. They mad on my tax on the fees.
I turned up a little on the last verse. Gotta make them respect it. We shoot movies in the club. Check out the sparkles and gym section. I be at it, so I'm barely resting. Causing havoc when I get the rapping. Working for it, you won't see me asking. Laid back, I ain't really flashing. Came back, cause I bought that action. When you see me, got holler at me. Funny, so I'm always laughing. Facing blunts, I just forget the passing. Probably mad because of the pastor. I'm in the league looking back at him. I'm about to hit me a back pedal. They just looking like, goddamn it.
Playing for keeps. Talk is cheap. I done came up on the creek. I just be at it for weeks. My circle, we solid, no leaks. I just be playing for keeps. I don't be playing. They mad on my tax on the fees. I just be playing for keeps.
Oh yeah, it's for show tax season. Cause we gotta get this money. Babies gotta eat.
I don't be playing with it.
Our gals like nice things. So we playing for keeps.
change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. Once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you go on into some action.
Make sure y'all follow me at DJ Him Shot It on all social media outlets. Make sure y'all download my B106 app. Catch me on there every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to midnight Central Standard Time. Also, download my podcast on the Anchor app, LNH Podcast. Shout out to Easy. Shout out to Ma. Job Tapia. That's how we do it, man. K-Time to do it.
No, hey, yeah. Be talking that boo, can't tell me about a that little water, I keep that like she didn't pay the rent. Niggas be acting like they got that money, but how much you spend it? I was down bad, show my but I kept me a glizzy. I kept me a glizzy, bang on the beat. I'm about to steal from a beat. Get out my way with that shit. Yeah, I'm about to flex on the pop star, feel like a rock star, dropping the latest car. I'm about to smash on this. I'm about to smash on this. Pull up on you, shoot like hello. Stack up this cash and I lay low. I gotta get to these pesos. Slide on the like a domino. Break down the like a domino. Slide on the like a Lego. Break down the like a Lego. Murder, yeah, she roll. Cause I'm about to kill me some shit. Came in this to watch ill and shit. Yeah, tell my dog roof. To the coupe orange, I peeled out the roof. Chopper pick up some like a vacuum. Rise the way typhoon. Pop me some feel like July 4th. Ooh, I ain't finna play with you. Down bad on my you niggas didn't give a fuck about some cash. Y'all see that I'm up and I'm on my way to the top. Y'all tryna set me in the trail. I ain't finna have that bullshit. Pull up on you with a full clip, and I'ma let that drip. Double cup act, I sip, yeah. We talking that boo, can't tell me about a that little water, I keep that like she didn't pay the rent. Niggas be acting like they got that money, but how much you spend it? I was down bad, show my but I kept me a glizzy. I kept me a glizzy, bang on the beat. I'm about to steal from a beat. Get out my way with that shit. Yeah, I'm about to flex on the pop star, feel like a rock star, dropping the latest car. I'm about to smash on this. I'm about to smash on this.
Rock star, hop in the cool like a frog. I heard these niggas been capping, well guess what? We gon' shoot at them all. Moving your hood and set shop. When I was broke, but I still kept a Glock. If I slide on that ball, I won't stop. I won't stop, yeah. I try to tell them the truth. I had to cut off the roof. 200 on the dash, nigga. I swear to God, I'ma do what they do. I sure ain't coming to play. I need that bag, yeah, I need that bag, yeah, I need that bag today. And it's for all these clown that bitches, please stay out of my face. I'ma park in the hood, but nobody say a thing. And I want glow, and y'all know that I keep that thing. I'm a bang, and I swear to God, that bitch gon' bang. Yeah, that bitch gon' bang.
Be talking that boo, can't tell me about a that little water, I keep that like she didn't pay the rent. Niggas be acting like they got that money, but how much you spend it? I was down bad, show my but I kept me a glizzy. I kept me a glizzy, bang on the beat. I'm about to steal from a beat. Get out my way with that shit. Yeah, I'm about to flex on the pop star, feel like a rock star, dropping the latest car. I'm about to smash on this. I'm about to smash on this.
Safe out here, niggas. You pussy ass niggas ain't safe. Your baby mama ain't safe. The girl you in love with ain't safe. Everybody get
my main bitch tell my side bitch mad at me. I can give 2 fucks. About to pull me up some Easter pink. I need 2 cups. Roll up, don't say I smoke too much. Roll up, ho, you don't smoke enough. Fall back, ho, you can't go with
money. Niggas ain't real these.
Juicy money. Like, you know what the fuck?
Joey, the producer.
You ready? All right, y'all. Thanks for staying tuned in and still kicking it with your girl Kim Kim. Shout out to DJ Him Shawty, of course, holding it down, and Do Right Productions for giving us this beautiful studio for the time that we have. My last artist up came all the way from the Dirty D. He from Dallas.
Yes, sir. You see what it is.
Yeah, y'all came from Dallas right now, straight off the highway.
I came from Fort Worth.
Oh, my bad.
It's a difference.
It is. You see, I put my head down. I was just like, there's a difference. I don't even want to get into it.
Oh, man.
But for people that don't understand the difference, just explain, what's the difference? Why do y'all say that? Like, Dallas and Fort Worth. To me, it's all one city.
Well,
why is it different?
For example, it's like me telling you, well, you from Killeen, I tell you, if you from Temple, it's the same thing.
That we know definitely
no,
that
for
that
real,
is
though.
not the same.
We got our own downtown, they got their own
definitely
downtown.
not the same.
Exactly.
That's definitely not
We
the
got
same.
our own
Wait,
police.
you play too much.
I'm
You knew
serious.
exactly what she was
I'm
doing.
serious.
You said
You see how I
that. It's
did
cool
that,
though.
yeah. You
It's
from
cool.
Temple, it's
I
cool.
get. I understand. I'm definitely not from T-Town, so I definitely understand the comparison. I definitely understand why y'all say it's a difference.
Right. Yeah.
It's a difference, y'all. Don't ever get it confused. I don't ever want y'all to get Temple confused with Killeen. So do not. Let me say it one more time. Do not get Dallas confused with Fort Worth.
There we go.
Yeah, so I respect it on a whole nother level now. I got it.
I'm from the 817. He from the 214.
You see what I'm saying?
All right.
We locked in.
I got
man.
it.
That makes sense now. It's two different area codes.
Two different area
Two different
codes.
cities.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 different cities. Okay. But we all a part of Roadrunner.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is my brother, man. Don't ever get that confused. You know
Whole
what I'm
lot
saying?
of gang shit,
We've been
man.
rocking, what, how long? About 11 years now?
Yeah, just about 11.
Since about 08.
Yeah.
And did it always start out as music, or did it start out more like a friendship and then we're like, all right, come on, we can both rap. Let's just make a music group.
Well, it started out because this was my boy. We had something else going on, you know what I'm saying, that we was dealing with every day. And I've been rapping since I was about 13, 12.
Yeah.
And he was in, if you remember, he was in Swag Kings. They had Roundhouse Rockin'. And all of that. So
Roundhouse Rockin'.
Yeah,
once they had kind of, parted ways, or, everybody started doing what they was doing, I was like telling him, like, hey, bitch, you can't just quit, you know what I'm saying? We could have gone ahead to get the shit going on our end, you know what I'm saying?
Business.
Shit, I fuck with you the most. We be together every day
Every day
anyway, you know what I'm
anyway,
saying?
man.
Gotta make it shake.
Yeah. So you just found another way to continue to do music.
Yeah. Like you say, that my boy. We brothers. We locked in. So shit, we together every day. We both rap. We were like, fuck that. We gonna go up.
And
together.
we started that, I think, in like going in it strong at like 2010. But then between him having legal issues, me having legal issues, we couldn't ever really get it together until just recently, you know what I'm saying, when we dropped that first tape. It had been like the first time in like 4 or 5 years where he wasn't in jail or I wasn't in jail, you know what I'm saying? And they wasn't just long jail stays, but it'd be little spurts.
Just,
3-4 months, I'm gone. 3-4 months, he gone. You know what I'm saying? That we couldn't get on the same page.
But y'all back now.
Yeah.
We out. We free. We making music, baby.
Free making music.
We doing everything
Shooting
legal
videos.
right now, man.
Yeah. So we doing it
trying
the
to get
right
the
way.
legal money, man.
So where can they go check out? Let's just talk about your first project. What's the name and where can they go check it out at?
Shit, we got Diary of a Roadrunner out right now on our major streaming platforms, iTunes, my mixtape, Spotify. You know what I'm saying? That's
Tidal.
That's our first
Google
mixtape.
Play,
right there.
Amazon Music. It's everywhere.
That's our first
iHeartRadio
mixtape
is
right
everywhere.
there.
Yeah.
That's the baby. And we got 2 on the way. You know what I'm saying? We got the second mixtape on the way. Very, very, you know what I'm saying, soon. You feel me? We got a lot of stuff just in the works. We got a lot of music on deck. We just been working, man. We trying to do it.
Yeah. So you say road runner. What is a road runner?
Oh man, the Road Runner. If you go to the tape, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the intro. It's gonna give you the perfect definition of what a road runner is. Shout out to my boy B to the Barber. That's him on there telling what a road runner. But a road runner is just somebody who gonna get up every day, man, and go get the money. I don't give a damn how we just came down here for an interview. You know what I'm saying? When we going back home and we'll be back on Friday.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You got to get up and go get it. Whether it's hopping on the road or whatever, going to handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta try to go.
I don't give a damn if you got a job and it's 5 hours out of town and you got to go every day to go get that money. That's what you're going to do. You a road runner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
You back and forth. From Killeen to Houston, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You road running.
You road
running. For real.
So road running literally is running the road, going to get your money, making it happen for yourself.
Real talk.
I swear.
Going to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back home.
Okay. So with you guys being from a market that's starting to boom in the music industry, previously in the show I had an artist come by and he dropped 5 or 6 names of artists from like the Dallas and the Fort Worth area that he's had a lot of features with. What would you guys say about like the new artists that are up and coming out of the Dallas and Fort Worth area? Do you guys feel like it's finally your time to get that shine? Because we've had a lot of artists come out of Dallas, such as Duro. Just like you said, Roundhouse Rockin', that was a big, big song. Isn't it? Is he from Houston or Dallas?
Who that?
My Ducky.
Yeah, he was from Dallas.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you get that scope back.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's kind of put back on the city. Do you guys feel like it's
I
your
think
time?
It's overdue.
I mean, it been people still going in and doing their thing, going hard for a long time. And I feel like it is time because there's been a lot of people who've been going hard for a minute that's been going unnoticed. But like I say, shout out to TK. He from my second hood, which is East Arlington, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he the one who really brought the spotlight back to the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he did that. So free him, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy, shout out to the whole East. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely time to go ahead. If you've been doing something, you've been working, staying down, now the time, man, just stay down, put your visuals out, and stay consistent. And, hard work don't go unnoticed.
Nah, for real.
Yeah. You guys have been road runner for a very long time, and you've had the opportunity to come to South by Southwest on many occasions. You said you have a show this Friday. What are you planning to do differently this year than you've done the previous years?
Well, in the previous years, we just been coming and scoping the scene, seeing, seeing how things work. And this year, what we will do differently, we always come with the apparel. I actually got to get printed and stitched up right now. See, like last year we had the apparel, and people was asking us, "Oh, y'all ain't got no music? Y'all ain't got music?" We hadn't dropped the tape yet, so we didn't have, any type of material to direct people to. At least this year, you know what I'm saying? We just tell them, "Hey, we're gonna have the ad on the back." You know what I'm saying? Search Diary Road Runner on these platforms, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, this is actually our first year doing shows. So, we're going to try to bring a nice little crowd with us, go up there, and we're going to rock it. That's just what we do.
Okay, where's the show at for Friday?
We're going to be at the Free Juice Showcase, and then what's the showcase we got with Smooth?
We got another showcase on 6th Street. I can't remember the spot name because the dude been getting it together all week, so I really don't know yet. But
okay, I'm gonna make sure I go back and put that information in the comments for everybody that's tuned in.
We run a showcase for that show. I don't really deal with the dude that's more like bro boy, you know what I'm saying? But the show I got, I know it's gonna be Cincy Molly, Lil Brook, 10K Cash, K1, the Tommy 2, Lil Carter Park, 30 Rich, Ludini. It's a bunch of people on this show right here. BL Double. He also from the ag. A bunch of people from just the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Really more Fort Worth, Arlington on this showcase. My boy DJ 67. He also make beats. He's a producer making a lot of splurge beats right now. And then my boy DJ Bubba, Dirty Glove Bastard, and Hella Yella too. He on there as well.
Okay, so moving and shaking.
Oh yeah, that free juice show is Friday and Saturday. It's gonna be going down.
Nah, for real.
And I've noticed that you guys kind of work together a little bit. What you don't know, he knows. What he doesn't know, you know.
Man, we like the
because
new.
I've noticed you kind of pass this imaginary mic like, you got that.
We the new UGK, A-Ball, MJG,
nah,
man. We feed off each other all the way around. It ain't no he feed off me or I feed off him. It's like
Nah,
a
for
50-50
real.
thing, man. That's just how we work it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with me, you know what I'm saying? I just turned 32 the other day. He a little bit younger than me, so you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I say, we
he just
tap
tried to
in.
little bro you because he's trying
No, I
to be
didn't.
big bro because
He ain't tried, though.
I don't know everything, and he don't know
I
everything.
know, I'm
I
just
gotta learn
teasing.
something from him.
I'm
He
just
learned something from
teasing.
me.
I'm just teasing. And happy belated birthday, Mike. Happy
Thank you.
belated birthday. So we know that you got shows. We know that you got stuff lined up. We know that there is merch. Tell everybody where they can follow you at. And we know on all digital platforms you can go check out Diary of a Road Runner, right?
Nah, for real.
Nah, score business.
You follow me on Instagram at Mike G Vinci, MIKE_GEE_VENCHY. Facebook Mike G. Snapchat Jeezy Don't Do It.
Jeezy Don't Do It.
You can follow me on Instagram at RRG_Hotboy HOTBOY. Facebook Rod Anderson. That's pretty much it for me on that social media note. You know what I'm saying?
Not too much social media, huh?
Not too much.
I know it.
You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
it. Yeah, I know it. Gotta keep it cute. Keep it on mute. Man, but big shout out to y'all making moves and staying stagnant with what you're doing. Like staying consistent.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, how we look at it, man, this shit is a hobby, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not, we don't have no aspirations to be famous. Like, people know us who know us, and we just make music for the people that rock with us, man. We want the residual in the long run. We not even too much looking for no deal or none of that. We do this because we love this shit, and you know what I'm saying? It's just something to keep us out the way, man. And we believe in investing in ourselves, so that's what we got going on with this music shit. You're going to get out what you put in, and we've been putting it in.
I think that everybody on the show has said the same thing. You get, what you put out, and y'all all have a passion for it, so that's why it just works for you.
For sure,
Consistency.
Man.
That's dope. South by Southwest 2019, guys. It's a whole lot of opportunities out here for you. A whole lot of hot showcases. I think everybody today has it sewn up for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I'll make sure that I go and repost that information so you guys can go check them out. A big shout out to my DJ, him Shawty. I'm going to pass it to him for the very, very last time today before I sign out with Kevin. I got my road runners in here. They on the road running. They all on their phones.
Hey, man. This shit
just
don't
busy.
stop, man.
We see. Like, hold up, I'm in this interview.
That was my boy
on this $1 million
call. Shout out my boy.
He probably saying he sees y'all.
Coming up out that deep, man. I'm telling you, man. Watch out for that
What's
boy.
up, baby?
Next big thing.
Next big
just
thing?
for real, man. Yeah.
Nah,
Shout out to y'all. Roadrunner Gang been at it. And we finally got an album, so we know that there's more.
Yeah.
There's more to come.
I got my single, Coach K Pack, on the way. It'll be here before the summertime.
Yep.
And then bro gonna come with his single, and then we gonna back up with Volume 3. You know what I'm saying?
Business.
So we got both of them single mixtapes and Volume 2 on the way. And then after the singles drop, Volume 3 will be in.
All right. Well, money is calling, so we're going to let them get to the money. I'm going to pass it to DJ Him Shawty real quick before we sign out. Thank you guys for staying tuned in. I'm going to sign off right after this. Let's get to Him Shawty. And shout out to them Roadrunners, man.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Dive a Roadrunner out everywhere.
Yeah, I know what it is. Roadrunner gang shit, man.
All right.
Hey.
Say you know how I'm rocking. Yeah, you know how I'm rocking. Say you know how I'm rocking. Say you know how I'm rocking. I keep my spider rolling. Got chochos in my pocket. Yeah, them bitches fully loaded. My clip is fully loaded. My whip is fully loaded. My chopper fully loaded. My pocket fully loaded. You know how I'm rocking. I keep my spider rolling. Got chochos in my pocket. Yeah, them bitches fully loaded. My clip is fully loaded. My whip is fully loaded. My chopper fully loaded. My pocket's fully loaded. You know how I'm rocking. Juicy, keep the spot rolling.
with these niggas, we totally different. What's wrong with these niggas, we totally different. What's wrong with these niggas, we totally different. What's wrong with these niggas, we totally different. I grew up around some Crips and Bloods, but I ain't never been no banger though. They was only trying to get some money, make it home and feed they babies though. Mama used to take us on a ride to the hill to see the bigger home. Told me use it as your motivation, ain't no limit on where you gon' go. Start running low on your paper, hoping somebody can say you. Get down and pray to your savior, don't hustle, you won't get no paper. I know that it's crazy, some people got it and some people don't. The richest stay rich and the poor eat the poor. Yo, your chips was plastic, the silver and gold. Don't understand, some people got billions and bands, and some people pissing they can. I guess it's the way that they plan it, cause you to lower your standard. Don't let them do it, you be whatever you choose. You either gon' win or you lose. You gotta stay down and don't snooze, and kick down the door with your boot. Gotta feel me, I won't let them kill me. I got all of this lying up in me. No weapon should be formed against me, I let it all out till I'm empty. Let it loose like a semi, on the hunt for blue Benjis. I'll invest every penny, you either with me or against me. What's wrong with these niggas, we totally different. I had to grind hard just to get it, cause if you grind hard, then you win it. If you don't grind hard, then we different. We totally different. I had to grind hard just to get it, cause if you grind hard, then you win it. If you don't grind hard, then we different. We totally different. I had to grind hard just to get it, cause if you grind hard, then you win it. If you don't grind hard, then we different. We totally different. I had to grind hard just to get it, cause if you grind hard, then you win it. If you don't grind hard, then we different. We totally different. Fuck the odds, we can beat it with ease. Work hard, you just gotta believe. I got a couple of tricks on my sleeve, ain't no one ever gonna do it like me. Put the hoes to the side for a minute. Focus on you, better get to the business. Get some money, get the fuck out your feelings. I hate it searching for a pot to go pissing. I've been chilling, really minding my business. Checking niggas who been minding my business. Stamp my paper, then I started a business. My mama motivated me to go get it. I put this on your head like a fitted. If you just sitting, why the fuck is you bitching? Thought you gave it all you can, but you didn't. Hustle so you can ball, Mike, baby. I really want it all, like really. I really get my all, no kidding. You thinking I'ma fall, you silly. I do this shit for all my niggas. Stay it, they say the sky is the limit. Whenever they wanna ride, I'm with it. I'm from the east side, my nigga. The funny shit ain't gon' fly around here. I'm usually getting high when I stare. We usually know the sign anywhere. Them niggas ain't gon' ride over there. I'm usually getting high when I stare. We usually know the sign anywhere. Them niggas ain't gon' ride over there. What's wrong with these niggas? We totally different, 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 different.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that came to kick it with me. That was just $D. We played a whole lot of KTX music, really all indie artists, because independent artists make the world go round. Shout out to my DJ, him Shotty, and of course the Roadrunner Gang for being on the road for your girl Kim Kim, coming all the way from Dallas and Fort Worth. It's two different places. Please don't ever get them confused. Please don't ever in life get them confused.
Yes, sir.
One came from Dallas and one came from Fort Worth, even though it's like 20, 25 minutes like away from each other. It's definitely two different places. Please don't ever get that confused. My bad, 35, 40, 35, 40 minutes, it's different. It's different. But please do your girl a favor and follow me at Core Vision TV Network or CVTV Network on Instagram, and check out my show Studio Sessions. It just premiered the first season, and I can say I've got a lot of good feedback. Pretty dope show. Some of my favorite interviews was the last one, Big Fats, Surreal. I got one with Meg Thee Stallion, and I got one with Young Al. That one was dope too. We got the background story about how he got shot and how he's overcoming that. Shout out to Seven Kings Entertainment. Got my boy on the road. He's doing a lot of shows. Shout out to everybody in Houston that's making moves. Lil J, he's an official artist for South by Southwest, and I remember when you were just shopping your single. Shout out to D Will, the CEO, man. You are really getting it done. Lastly, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Kicknitwit KIMKIM, and big shout out to Kevin of Do Right Productions. Thank you so much for hosting me again. And I'll say this is our second annual, so it looks like we'll be back for number 3 next year. I'm looking forward to next year's interview. He said that he's working on some new stuff, so we might really be kicking it in the streets in Austin on 6th Street next year. So make sure you stay tuned. all of you artists that have been asking for interviews, if you don't know, I don't do radio interviews right now, so it's strictly with my pop-up shops. You have to follow me, and you just have to stay abreast with what I'm doing to see if you could get an interview. Y'all know I interview everybody. I don't really discriminate if your music career is up here, if it's here, or if it's here going here. It's your girl Kim Kim. We kick it and we get your story out to make sure people know how dope you are. One of the, I guess, best gems that we got from this show today was staying true to yourself. If you are really consistent with your work and you're passionate about what you do, the world will come back to you. Thank y'all for tuning in, and thank y'all for kicking it with your girl. See y'all later.
See Megan again.
Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. Once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you go on in different action.